Hey guys, welcome to session 39 of Materia. Before I do a quick rundown on the last time, I do want to thank one of my players. So I don't know how well you can see it, but DJ got me a dice bowl.
Ooh.
I'll take pictures and put it in chat, but it's pretty and it has magnets. So it
Oh,
does
nice.
that. These really like pretty clear and gold style dice. So I'll post them on later, but these are going to be what are going to be used against y'all at some point. Maybe tonight, maybe next session. So
Put
thank you,
them
Z.
in light because they're supposed to be like prismatic. So light through them will make them change a bunch of different colors.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I need to close work chat because I found a bug in production and they're not happy.
And that was a thank you for the character art that you got all of them.
You're very welcome.
So thanks that.
Yeah, man. My pleasure. So thank you as well. So let's pick up on the recap. So last time, if memory serves me correct, the group, the Crass Menagerie, had indeed departed from Green Hill. Not before meeting and witnessing a few interesting events in quite a few, actually a sizable number of different wagons and caravans, some covered, some open, coming into the street where they had individuals in different states of, well, life and death and injury returning from the Eastern Front. There was one individual in particular who really caught the group's attention, a greenish yellow skin, kind of leathery, lanky, thin, live, but still looks like, has some physicality to him. Dark haired, nose smushed against his face, kind of recessed up, long pointy ears. A male Gith in dark, not robes, but like I almost want to equate it to like kind of like Jedi, like what a Jedi wears underneath, Jedi wrappings, with linens and some, and there was a very distinct symbology on him of the black jackal, the shepherd of fate, essentially the god of death in the period. You got to introduce yourselves to him, and he seemed to know Seb, and he does bring, he only comes out on certain occasions. And in this case, it's during, well, you found out that it's when there's a large number of, well, death and war going on. And you got his name only as Mort, and he thought you were there to first assist him, but when you were not, he quickly picked on your conversations that you were about to, well, take on the undead. Wishing you all luck, and heading to the courtyard, y'all did a few other things, got some more supplies, and upon getting the horses ready, which were trained to return back to the Green Hill Manor of the Adventurers League, Seb, Ava, Sarah, and a number of your allies that you have, gotten to know, were there to, well, wish you the best of luck. Sarah in particular gave y'all an Encanter's healing kit, something that she's been holding on, and something that you learned that a number of the individuals had pieced together for y'all, and they look forward to y'all's return. As you say your goodbyes, and Al is looking gray and weak. Deb jokingly, but trying to bolster him as he looks forward to hearing the ballads of the tales of your adventures when you return. And the group did depart, and upon departing, you did see the number of wagons still parked, and they're not just going to the Adventures League, but they're sprawled out, taking up buildings along this, call it this alley and this avenue. As you guys headed north, the first day travel was very uneventful, quick pace. Y'all made it to a rest point where y'all camped and had discussion and tinkered with the steel visage helmet and discussed the interesting markings that were appearing on Davis's neck and like deltoid traps area where Davis went ahead and unattuned himself to his Hearthguard glaive, where you still do benefit from the +1.
Right.
However, I don't think it's showing up on your sheet, so just remember that.
Okay.
So, and the group rested and traveled, and quickly departed in the morning with a very delicious meal, where you guys know that, well, the players know, you as the characters do not know, you got detoxifying, which will help with cleansing your system of diseases and poison. One other thing is that Marb continues to struggle recovering from the encounter with the roaches, and he's talking with a few of you. He's starting to grow concerned. Anywho, the group did venture north towards the late afternoon of the second. Well, not even late afternoon, mid-afternoon. And you got an early start, and you've been riding nonstop. Made it to the Olivine Mill, where you saw the sign. It says Olivine Mills, and before you saw a, well, sort of rundown, not completely decrepit, mill with thatched roof, white stones, different wood beams seem to be propped up and supporting it, which actually sits on a hill that overlooks one of the waterways, and you see the fan eep, 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 turning. You hear the sounds of the grinding stones grinding away. Down about 100 feet or so, you see another one of what was supposedly is another mill that has collapsed. And further down, you see a watermill actually taking advantage of the waterway. There are a few other buildings on this, let's call it lot or property. Most of them are within 60 to 100 feet of each other. But as you look upon this one mill, the group did kind of dismount, say farewell to the horses as they gallop on back. Hal sort of shifted into his little black cat form and slinked forward, where a rather simple and plainly dressed individual, male, human, stepped out, noticed the kitty, fed the kitty, and then continued walking his way around and proceed to urinate, where the group sees him do this and has now your choice to approach. Calisord is inside. You have no idea what's going on towards him. He's running his way back out, but that's where we left off. So, Crass Menagerie, what would you like to do? And we're gonna say that y'all had not interacted with him because we were gonna wait for Nico to return, but he never returned.
Right. Yeah. Then, since I would say Marb might step forward here, but I'm not gonna be so, brash as to think I would know what he would say. So instead, Davis will step forward and just say, "Hello, my good man. We're here to talk to somebody about some work at the Olivine Mills. Maybe. What would you have to say about that?"
Hi. Welcome. Well, work as in you have an order?
Yes, exactly.
Well, you're probably...
Well, really, it's not our order. We're here to pick some stuff up for Wigs. He's asked us to come specially to accept delivery of some of the things that he's had you guys working on.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna have to talk to Yusa.
Oh, of course.
See, yeah. Let me go retrieve him. And you see that he kind of, as you interrupted him, he kind of turned away.
Yeah, we've been traveling for a while. You mind if we kind of just go inside and sit for a bit? We're a little bit, we could use a rest.
Well, there's not too much room.
We won't be any bother.
Go ahead, just persuasion check.
Okay. I don't need to do a deception check for that first shit.
You.
Persuasion was 24.
24. Nah.
Okay.
Technically, yeah, you should have done, but his insight's not that great.
Okay.
You look at him, and he just seems honestly.
We just want to find the boss.
You look at him, and he just seems in simple linens, not even leathers, browns, and dull colors.
It
He
doesn't seem
doesn't
like a big
necessarily.
guy or anything.
No,
Okay.
maybe 5'6",
Okay.
140 pounds when he's wet. Not a big guy, and doesn't necessarily smell the best, but not like reeking or anything. He seems to smell of sweat and all that. But yeah, as he was urinating, he got turned away from you, shakes it off, and says, "Come in, stay in the shade, get some cover. Sorry, the mill's not that big." And as you see it, it's probably 40, 50 feet by 40, 50 feet, and then it goes up about what you would call like 3 flight.
Mm-hmm.
But as you guys kind of approach, you see just the first flight, and it's kind of the stairs kind of lead up just a little bit, and there's an entry, and it's very simple and basic, and it's like a wooden room that's maybe 10 feet deep, maybe 15 feet deep, and then behind it, you can only imagine as you hear the sounds of the grinding, that's the bulk of it, and that's where the grinding mechanism is that's turned by
So is it pretty loud in here then?
it. Not super loud because it's not like crazy windy, but it definitely like.
Like if you talk over, you can't. You wouldn't be able to hear a whisper, basically.
Yeah, whispers might be very difficult to hear.
Gotcha.
But talking normally, it's like if you're in an office and people are just talking.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, he says, okay, Kalasar, what are you doing, Mr. Kitty?
So on my way back down from like the 3rd floor, I'm gonna go ahead and run into the 2nd floor where I think you said they were doing some of the mill work and stuff. Is that correct?
Yeah, so the 3rd floor, as just so you get a reminder, maybe I even forgot to mention it last time. So like the 3rd floor seems to be almost like a half floor in a sense. There's like a small office like thing where you saw the 2 other individuals, a blonde male and another one with dark hair, but it's much longer, and they were having that discussion. And then there's like some tables and some equipment around, various things. The 2nd floor is almost kind of like a receiving floor and a work floor, and you actually see part of the grinding mechanism, like just like in the open along like the far side, right? And it goes down to the bottom, and you can actually look down as you peer over the railing and see the grinding stones working. And as I mentioned last time, they seem to be grinding some sort of shellfish or just the shells of it. There's not that much going on the 2nd. It's almost like a transition floor, more like work related. You see some rags, and you see. Actually, go ahead and give me a perception check.
18 total.
18 total. As you're kind of looking around, you see these rags. You see, evident signs of people working. And you hear the sounds of the grinding stones and all that. It's really not that interesting. The mechanism's pretty cool, but you're only seeing you're not seeing the top mechanism where it's spinning, and you're not seeing the bottom mechanism where it's grinding. You're just kind of seeing the column in the middle. You know what I mean? Just kind of doing its dance. So it's really an uneventful, boring floor. You do see a rat scuttle by.
Go get it, kitty.
Does the rat just like disappear into the wall or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It didn't even it's not like even one of those ones that stopped and looked at you. Just feel a bounce. Just.
Okay. And are there any people on the 2nd floor?
No.
No. All right. Then
the entire time you've only seen 3 individuals up in the.
Right. Then I'd probably just go ahead and walk down the stairs and.
Okay. So as you're heading down, you see the first individual, the one that fed you that little bit of, if I remember, fish. He's like, "Oh, kitty," and he keeps walking by. And as you're going, he's like, "Be careful! Don't avoid." He's trying to stay cute, avoid the grinder.
I'll go ahead and kind of weave through his legs as he walks by,
Okay.
and like act super friendly and like try and follow him up and see if he'll like pick me up and carry me upstairs with him.
Sure. Go ahead. I like this. I want to say like, give me a human handling check.
I mean, that'd
You can
be a charisma check, I guess, right?
Yeah, just give me a basic charisma, and let me see if you get like some sort of cute bonus. You do. You can add your proficiency to it because he considers you cute.
Well, my charisma is -1,
You
so
got this.
So +2. So D20 +2.
16 total.
Wow. Okay.
Not bad.
And he's like, "Oh, you must be. Let me get you a little bit more." And he kind of picks you up, and as you're walking up, you get the scent of the fish, and you see on the second floor something that you missed a little bit. There was like a little stand, and he does have like a dried fish, like sprawled out. He does grab that and kind of feeds it to you, and he starts walking up with you. And everyone downstairs, you kind of hear him interact with something, and it says, "Oh, aren't you the most precious?" Scoops you up, and then you don't see it, but you hear him interacting with
We all
So,
exchange a knowing look like Catasaur got him.
something.
Probably a face spider or something.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I guess I'll do this when you're in his arms. You're technically grappled.
You are restrained and grappled.
You're technically grappled. Okay, there you go. I guess downstairs crew. Whoever wants, you can also think for Al and think for Marb. Let me know what y'all are doing.
Rock did say he had detect magic on.
Oh, that's right. Where? He might be in his call right now.
He said he's on his call. Yeah.
Corbin doing
I think
ritual
Marb.
before we walked in? Was he doing that too?
Yeah, I think he did. It only lasts 10 minutes, I think, though. But it would still be
Yes.
going, I think.
Y'all probably have, with that interaction, all that, y'all have 7 minutes or so plus of, let's call it 7 minutes. Detect Magic still running.
We're doing like a sweeper motion. We got Davis going straight down the middle, and then Marv is scanning one side, and Allegretto scanning the other direction. There's
I think
walking
Marb.
from like corner to corner, walking around the mill, examining stuff, looking for spooky magic shit residue. or something.
Okay. What was that, Jesse?
I think Marb had see invisibility on as well. We had talked about it at least before going in because that's what it had allowed him.
He does
to...
have a slot missing, so that would make sense.
Yeah. So, Marb with see invisibility. You kind of see, his whitened eyes as he's kind of scanning and all that. There doesn't seem to, Marb tells you he doesn't seem to pick up on anything strange. Like you see, he sees that the veil between the ethereal and this removed, and it actually just looked kind of the same. Nothing too crazy. Marb will say, looks normal. So, but yeah, if y'all are doing like a sweeper motion, I guess y'all can give me. What are you looking? So, what are you guys looking for specifically, if anything? Like you're kind of in a. So you're in like it's, let's call it almost 40 foot wide, but it's only like 10, 15 feet deep of like a wooden section, and then beyond that is the other remaining 35 feet or so of the actual grinding room, which is of this. You see that stone structure, and in there, there's space for you to walk into, and there's like a ladder kind of leading y'all down to actually get in there. But
So there's a stairwell kind of in the middle somewhere, right?
Yeah, essentially, because you took some stairs to kind of get up here, and then you kind of walk, and then you kind of take stairs, kind of not stairs, but like actual ladder going down, and then there is a stairwell going up to the second, work floor, and then up. You don't know this, but you can guess from looking on the outside. There's a third floor, which is kind of like a bird's nest kind of building.
I was just gonna look like I'm admiring the place and like just kind of look up, kind of walk about halfway up to like the second floor, see if I can just like peek and see anything crazy on the second floor, and then just nothing super intrusive.
Okay. Okay.
But just pretend like
so,
I'm just like, oh, this is a cool looking place. I've never been in a mill, that kind of thing.
yeah, I get you.
We're just idly waiting for the Yosef guy, anyways, right?
Yusa, I think, right?
Yusef.
Yeah, Yusa. Yeah. So you know one of the three or one of the two individuals that you know of the name. So I guess if Al was to be like walking around sweeping with the tech magic up,
Maybe he's being more coy than that. Maybe he's not being so deliberate.
Yeah, he's feeling kind of
Maybe
bad.
he's just hanging near the pack and he's looking around, peeking around.
yeah, I get you. Let me go ahead and he did it ritually, right? So plus slot's still there, so he's good. Whoever wants to go ahead and roll me d20 plus 7.
Sure. Natural 20.
Natural 20, so 27 total.
Yeah.
So Al will kind of be as he's watching the individual go up. He hears the guy say, "Oh, cutie," and then he taps you on the shoulder, Davis. And you look at Al, and he's still looking great, but he looks like some color has come back to him. And he kind of just puts his finger up to his lip, points over by the ladder where the grinder is, and he links his way down, couples down, and he just kind of quickly, you see him just kind of looking around. He's kind of running his hand along some of the, like where the grinding mechanism is, and it's like in a bowl. Like, I don't know if y'all have ever seen like an old school wind mill or water mill grinder,
Nope.
but essentially the propeller, moves, it cranks the mechanism. There's a shaft, the shaft moves, and then however the shaft rotates or spins or that, there's usually some sort of balls or stones that like rotate around. There's like a pit, and you put the stuff in there and it grinds it. That's kind of what it is, like a big old bowl in the middle, and then there's like these essentially like 3 stone carved rollers that are just rolling with the windmill turning. And he's looking around. Oh, okay.
Which
Yeah.
is being run right now, by the way.
Yeah. So, and you see Al, and he's being light on his feet, and he's just kind of looking around. And you see he kind of puts his hands around the bowl, and he's trying to find it. And you see him kind of pause for a second, and he just kind of like, kisses his finger, and he looks at it, and he's found something, and he kind of.
Yeah, I'm definitely following once he's just done that.
Okay. Go ahead. Are you doing it quick, or are you trying to be?
Relatively nonchalant,
Okay, gotcha.
but
Go
like
ahead and
I
give
want to
me-
keep up.
Yeah, go ahead and you have a little bit of time, so go ahead and give me a stealth check to see, because you are in your equipment, right?
Yes, and it is disadvantage for me.
Yep.
13 and a 2, so a total of 4.
Okay, so that's to be noted.
Got it.
You make your way down. You make some noise. Grant, everyone down on the floor. Rock, Grant, and Marb. You all see. You kind of lost track of Al for a second, but then you see Davis, and he's kind of clunkily making his way down the little step ladder down to the actual grinding pit. And Al's there, and Al will be like, Davis,
Yeah.
kind of hard to see, but the stone, because there's like actually like a lip, and he's like kind of like looking like the underneath, and he's kind of like tilting his head, so you're kind of looking like at the part of like the lip that's standing out. Grand's finger, and he's like, be careful, run your finger, there's something sharp. And you run your finger, and you feel like something poke. And you kind of look, and you kind of like, that an owl will pull out a knife, and will kind of try to reflect the light,
Okay.
so you can see it. And you see that there's like a carving of a symbol
Okay.
in the bowl. And there's this weird blue, like crystalline stuff kind of coming very slightly out of the carving. And it's sharp.
So
Almost
it's
like-
like a gem or jewel or some kind.
Not
Or
quite. It's like, like almost like really
or crystal.
shoddy blue, yeah, like blue glass crystal.
Okay.
But it's not like anything large. It's just like little fragments of it. And it seems to be like kind of coming out of this carving.
I'll just be like, yeah, okay. I mean, what does that mean? I don't know anything about these things. For all I know, that's standard.
Yeah, that's weird. And he hands you the knife, and you kind of hold it so you can kind of,
Yeah,
focus
take
on the reflection. Yeah. And he looks at it, and still his natural 20. He's like, no, that that is very similar. That's really similar to what we saw in the car in the notes. You need to. Okay. So that's what you get so far.
Okay.
So I guess Grant, Marv, and Rock. Rock, to give you a quick catch up. Cal did his cute stuff, and he's being taken upstairs in cat form. Al snuck down into the actual grinding section and rolled a natural 20 for a 27 perception check. And then Davis came down there with him. Marv was scanning the area with his see invisibility. Nothing seemed to catch his eyes. With your detect magic, and Al also has detect magic. That's the other thing. So you haven't been alerted to this yet, Rock, because you're kind of just scanning the room itself and you didn't go down the pit and you're kind of looking around. Al will also tell you, Davis, that the crystals are glowing. They're magical, man.
Okay. Like, do we need to get out of here or what?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think they would have.
You know what kind of like? Is it gonna hurt us or? Because like, I mean, out of character, I know like the tech magic. He would know like what kind of magic it is, right?
Yeah, it seems to alter and change things. It's like transmutative, maybe. I think that's what they call it. We should probably make our way up. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's get out of here.
I don't know if they know it's here, but
I mean, I wonder if that's what's making the things go bad. Because that's. Okay. Yeah. Let's go talk to the group.
So y'all make your way back up the ladder. Cal, as you go up, you see the three individuals. Well, the one individual with you and the two others. And the one says, Ayusa, there's some people here saying that they have they were checking in on an order for wigs. And go ahead and give me a insight check.
Who is?
Mr. Jesse. You are upstairs with the three of them.
$23 total.
Nice.
You definitely see that Yusa recognizes the name Wig. There's a look of recognition. He's like, oh, okay. I don't think I'm working on anything for Wigs, but I mean, who did he send? He normally, and he's like, there were a number of them, like a real odd group. Looks like a bunch of adventurers, from what I can tell. Huh. Oh, okay. Go talk to him. Kind of starts walking down. Yeah,
We never got a name for that guy, did we? The pisser.
Never got the pisser guy.
No.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Here. So
He's go getting Yusuf guy.
yeah. So I will put names on the ones that you guys know. So this is Yusa. Literally spelled USA. I just realized that. Go name. So you guys see, and as he's coming down, Cal, he'll turn to the one individual that was with him and the one that's holding you. He's like, Tom and Dorian, come down with me. Let's see what they want. So I guess everybody downstairs, you have like a minute or so of time if there's something you want to do.
I would just share with the rest of the group what Al found. Be like, yeah, there's some magical stuff on this, because it was like the grinding mechanism or whatever that we were looking at, right?
So you were looking that there's a big stone bowl, right, where they put all the items to be ground.
Right.
And there's like a lip, around it. And Al was running his finger along the bottom of the
Okay,
lip.
so it wouldn't be normally seen.
That's completely hidden.
Okay.
He just happened to run it and cut his finger, and then he looked down there and saw something, bluish crystals. And then just using his knife to kind of get like a mirror reflect, he's able to get a good look at it. Go ahead and continue role playing. Sorry.
Yeah, so there's some. So in like where they keep the stuff that they're grinding, there's some magical stuff over there. It's like hidden underneath. So that may make that may be the cause of what's making the stuff that come out of here different, right? Because Wiggs was kind of surprised about some of the stuff that Lionel was testing, I think, right, guys?
Do you think the Millers knew that it's there?
I
Know
mean,
that
it's
it's
pretty
there?
well hidden. And if Al hadn't, had the keen eyes, then he probably wouldn't have seen it either. But I mean, who knows? We don't know.
Al will butt in. He's like, I cut my strumming finger, man.
You'll be all right. All right.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, no. I mean, I don't know if these guys know about it, but makes sense.
Yeah.
So how do we play this? Do we want to just tell them?
Do we just break out the badges, arrest the area, let Rock and Nico or let Rock and CJ and let Rock and Marv and Al turn this place inside out? Do we have time for that?
Yeah, it depends on how many they bring. If it's just like 2 or 3 people, then yeah, we could do that. We outnumber them. Yeah, we can do that.
Well, we can just ask them about. We can just be direct then. I don't think we're afraid of these.
Yeah,
guys.
we can just just be stern. See if we can just get them to tell us whatever we need to know. And
turn back towards Al. And Al's like messing with his hand. Are you gonna be okay? Do you need to get? Do we need to look at that?
yeah, is he like not healing or something? Does it?
Yeah, is it like is it weird happening with the wound?
No, it's not anything weird. He just got a really good cut on his
Oh,
finger.
it's not like he suddenly has hemophilia and he's like, oh god, I'm
No.
bleeding out.
It's just like a really sharp cut. Like sometimes when you just barely cut yourself on,
Right.
let's say, like tinfoil or something, like really fine and really
keeps
sharp.
bleeding.
Yeah. I would say as you guys are talking, Grant and Marb will, and technically Al, they will definitely start hearing the footsteps of the individuals making their way down to the second, and you hear the creaking wood as they're working their way towards the next flight of stairs to come down to the first floor. I guess I want to give CJ an opportunity. You had detect magic on. Where were you looking, or what were you focusing on, or anything like that?
Well, in true rock style, I would have just started wandering away from everyone. I remember specifically they said that the males that were in use for the hags would have some sort of marking to identify them. So I'm looking probably along walls and by doors and just anywhere where there might be a marking that I could tell, be like, okay, this is what we're looking for.
Okay, so you might have missed it. You don't have too much room in the immediate area that you're in. It may be like, let's call it again 40 feet wide, but where you came up and up the stairs and into like the first floor, there's maybe like 15 feet wide, and then the remaining of like that another 35, 45 feet, you're not sure, is actually like the stone grinding area, and it leads back down. And you saw Alan Davis go down there. And then there's a little bit of stairs on this section where you're at to go up to the second floor. So like, are you just kind of perusing and scanning this area? Did you go back outside and look around?
So we got people who went downstairs. Did anybody go upstairs?
Calisaur was carried by Tommen upstairs.
But we don't even know that.
Oh yeah, you don't know that.
Yeah, we don't know. Okay. But I saw the two go downstairs, right?
Yes, you would have heard us clunk his way down.
Yeah, I was not.
So
I was not.
I know Al's good at finding things too, so I would go upstairs, try and cover as much ground as we can. I'm not too worried about the 2 people we've met. They don't seem dangerous.
Okay, so go ahead. As you're working your way up, the stairs are creaking and all that. You kind of get up to the second, and it's pretty much just kind of like a midway floor. Go ahead and give me. Well, you don't even need to give me a perception check for the immediate stuff. Like you just kind of see where this floor is a bit wider in the wood, and it kind of reaches over, and there's a ledge and like a balcony and railing made of wood, and you see the one column, and it's like the gear, or basically the column of the mill mechanism kind of moving and churning. and that's basically all you see, because below it, your vision's cut off by the floor, and above it, it's cut off by the next floor. You don't see either the gears or the grinder. You do see a little stool, and there's some like dried fish there, and you see some rags and some signs of work on this floor. Is there anywhere in particular you'd like to focus your attention, or?
Just in I would keep going up the next stairs. That floor doesn't sound very interesting. I'm gonna grab one of the fish and start using it too.
Okay. As you go and grab one of the fish, tastes good. I mean, it's simple. It's dried, not, a little salted. As you're working your way, towards the next set of stairs that lead your way up, you do hear the discussion. That was you hear the voice of the guy you recognize. Yusa, there's some guys, group that says they have here to check on something for wigs, and then you hear the whole conversation where Yusa is like, I don't recall anything for wig, and you hear that. So are you still making your way up, or are you?
Yeah. So when is it just one room up top? Like, am I going to immediately run into these people from what I can tell, or is it a way to avoid them?
You look up and you can, it's kind of catching your angle. You can actually see the bottom part of the leg and like a foot of somebody already.
I'll just keep walking, but I'll try to be I'm just gonna try and casually walk by them, looking around, and just see me see if they will just let me go by.
As you break line, they notice you, and one of them goes, "Excuse me, what are you? This is for people that work here. Can you go back down, Tommen? Why do you let Tommen? You let them inside?" And then
I'll just.
Yeah, the one individual, again, rather thin with long dark hair, kind of starts walking towards you and starts to try to escort you back down the stairs. That's a good point.
I'll be like, hey, we're doing a favor for wigs. We're just doing mill inspections. I just need to have a quick look around. I'm harmless, I promise.
Yeah. And the blonde individual will say, Wiggs doesn't inspect the mills. He's just a client. Could you please go down? This is for people that work.
Yeah, I'll go back down. I don't want to cause a fuss.
Yeah.
But I'm staying in the mid landing, and I will kind of yell down and be like, guys, they won't let me look around.
You guys hear that? This entire time, nothing is pinging as magical for you. You can go ahead. I guess as you go back down and you've seen the second floor now for a second time, go ahead and what is your passive perception? Is it high enough to let you make a check? Let's see.
Passive perception's 14.
Yeah, no, you're just frustrated that you're not being able to go up.
Okay.
All right.
I'll kind of, since I'm stuck on that landing, I'll just poke around and see if there's anything interesting.
As you poke around, the one that individual says, "Will you stop poking around? Go down to the first. Please go down. This is where we work. This is not for people." And he's just trying to kind of lightly shove you, just kind of move you in the direction of the stairs.
You.
Yeah.
I'll
because you're much larger than this guy.
Yeah, I'll just have a seat by looking at the thing and be like, "This is fascinating," and I'll just munch on my fish. I'm pretty sure he can't move me if I'm sitting. So.
Okay. What are you? Are you actually watching the? Where are you looking now? Are you looking at the column as it's kind of essentially gyrating or churning? Or
yeah, because it's moving and whatever, and I've never been in a mill before, so this is I want to see how it works.
All right. Give me a perception check.
Did you say perception?
Perception.
12 plus 4, 16.
16 with detect magic. You notice
downstairs, could we hear Rock saying, "Oh, we just wanted to hear you for an inspection for wigs"?
Yes, like amongst the signs of the grinding. Again, it's not that loud. It's it's like as if people were talking in an office room. It's just background noise. You hear Rock, and he's making a lot of noise. But Rock, yeah, as this is happening, and the individuals are now coming down. You kind of plop yourself chewing on a fish, and as you kind of make the way down, you see Tommen holding a cat, the black cat, and like, hey, that was my. You can't just eat my food. And as you're kind of looking and focusing, and the shaft essentially is doing the thing. You swear you see. Oh yes, I said shaft. Okay, grow up.
We're not Laura Bailey.
Yeah, you see that there's a little glow, a little hum, and as the light kind of hits it, there's a little blue every once in a while. It's very faint.
But
That is there.
Okay, I'm just gonna ignore the guy who's yelling at me about fish, and I'm just gonna like concentrate and see if I can see that every wherever it catches my eye, and I just wait for other people to come up.
Well, they're coming down, right? And do we hear that?
Yeah, you hear like this whole, and then you hear like, you can't eat my fish, and then you hear other people like, can you please move down, sir? Like, why? And you hear you said why did Wiggs send such pains? Seriously. So,
Well, just because they're so annoyed with me, I'll be like, hey, do you guys see that? Like look closely. There's something blue there. And I'll just kind of like be pointing and focusing myself and just try to distract them from the fact that I'm completely ignoring what they're asking me to do.
this is gonna give me I guess it's a persuasion check to get them to look. Honestly.
Oh, and while I'm pointing at that, I'll also, the guy who asked for fish, I'll hand him his half-eaten fish back and be like, "Oh,
Nice.
sorry." Oh God, I'm so bad at these. It might be negative. That was a 2 with a 0.
0. They're like Yusa will say, "No, we don't see anything. Will you please go down?"
I am down. I'm sitting.
Do I see anything, Adam?
As he's pointing it out, no, unfortunately you don't, because you don't have, you look and you just see the shaft kind of, and then I guess go ahead and give me a perception check. Unfortunately, the DC is going to be pretty high to notice.
18 total.
Yeah, no, you don't see any of the blue that you heard. But Calzor, just with your passive insight, and now the guys downstairs, you hear people raising their voices and getting frustrated at Rock. Cal, you definitely know that they're getting frustrated.
I would say at least me and Marb, if not everybody else, would be waiting at the bottom of the stairs for them to come down, as if we're basically. I want basically Marb's gonna run a thing where we're essentially auditing them now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say he's gonna have like his bestiary or something. He's got like a notebook that he can write in, right? He's gonna be like writing stuff down, like as if like these are violations, like you guys are doing this kind of stuff. So.
Okay. All right.
They're probably taking like really strong-looking poses, very intimidating,
Right.
Tough-looking guys.
All right. Actually, well, I'll remember that. Okay. So yeah, you guys are trying Rock. They're getting frustrated. You give Tommen Hivek his half-eaten fish. He's like, I don't want this. Can you? Why did I let you inside? Yusa, Dorian, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not ever going to let anyone else inside ever again. Except for you cute little kid. And he gets distracted petting Calzor.
And if Marb can actually hear him saying, "I'll never let anybody else inside again," he'll like just yell up the stairs at that, be like, "Yep, that was your first mistake, and we're making a note of all of these."
Go ahead and give me I guess a deception check?
With Marb, though, right?
Yeah, with Marb.
Yeah. Wait, does he get shit for his paper train?
No, that's for intelligence and wisdom checks. Or
Oh, that's right. This is charisma. That's right.
Yeah.
16.
Is that with the +6?
Yeah, that's 10 plus
Okay.
6. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to dice. There we go. Like, yeah, and there's gonna be another mistake soon. Can you please tell your friend to move?
Yeah, Rock, come on down.
I'm gonna make a
Bacaw.
minor illusion of voices come from above the stairs where they just came from.
Okay.
Another voice that's just like, "Hey guys, come look at this," and see if they like believe there's a person up there.
Sure. Minor illusion. Let's see. It has some sort of handy motion, right?
Yeah, I think it's got somatic, doesn't it?
Yeah. Some material. Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
see. Yeah. Two of them already definitely notice you kind of wave your hand, and then the voice kind of says something, and they hear the "Hey guys, come look at this," and they're like, "There's no one." Use this Doran, check it out. How did someone get up? And you just see like they're all starting to look a little confused. So
Marv's gonna yell out and be like, "It's like not aware of who is on the premises," and like started writing things down and keep writing things down. He's like, "That's another violation."
he's like, "Great, can you tell your friend to come down so we can?" And you kind of see like one of the like this now blonde individual, his hair kind of draping over, just kind of looking over his ears. Can you tell him to move?
As Davis, I'll say like, "Well, it sounds like maybe we need to be concerned with what's up there and not who's with you right there. What's going on upstairs?"
Your friend is blocking the way.
No, not him. He said there's something upstairs, right?
We're checking it out.
Well, we're here to check everything out, sir.
I will.
Okay.
I will. At this point, I'll get up and with I'll have my half-eaten fish back because he didn't want it. I'm gonna be like, I really wish we could see it. And I'm kind of looking at the cat as I say this. Like, I really wish we could get a good look at things upstairs. I'm gonna be like, here, kitty, want a fish? And I'll just kind of throw it to have the hopefully Calisaur chase the fish and get out of that guy's hands. And then I'll just slowly work my way downstairs, complaining the whole time to try and like get the guy to come with me and leave the cat alone.
And as he does it, I'll be like, "And half-eaten food being thrown on the floor. That's another violation." And
no, I'll yell down to Davis on that one. I'll be like, "That one was me.
Oh.
I'm the violator. You don't charge them for that. That one's me."
okay, well, unregistered animals. That's gonna be another one.
We owed
Animals
them money for a fish. I ate one of their fish. We need to.
We'll take it out of their
we need to pay them
fines.
for a fish. Okay, thanks.
I
I'll work my way down.
guess, Adam, I'll try and kind of like wiggle out of his arms, showing that I want to like jump down. And
That's
grab
right,
the
you're grappled.
fish.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, he sees the fish fly, and, cats, when they want to not be held, it's very easy for them to, like, like you kind of instinctively kind of let your claws out just a little bit, and you just kind of give him, like, light little pokes, not enough to, like, hurt him or scratch him, and he kind of, like, loosens up his grip, and you manage to worm your way out, and you kind of, lunge after the fish. It's there, you start eating it and all that, and you're like, "Oh, my kitty. I like him. At least he's eating the fish." So, yeah. You're not grappled anymore, as I'm going to let the destroyer of doors outside. It is that time of turn.
Jones heard fish.
Yeah. I love you. Oh, punch one. You're the Alright, so Cal, you are free. You're no longer grappled by the individual known as Tommen. Alright, there you go. So there you go. You're free. And Rock, you're coming down. The other two individuals are starting to follow Rock down. And then Yusa is like, as Rock starts moving, he's like, "Thank you." And Rock, you head down. They see you. I guess you said you and Marb were being as intimidated. Who's all trying
Yeah,
to
I'm
be
just kind of like standing and yelling and pointing things out, and Marb is like writing things down and being like, "Oh yeah, no, that's bad. Nope, yep, that's definitely bad."
And then what are you doing, Grant, at this time?
Do you think patting my hammer in my hand is too aggressive for the moment?
I mean, if that's
Your
what
call,
you're doing.
dude.
No, I don't think it's that bad. No, so he's just standing there, cross arms, just
Mhm.
kind of looking over everyone else's shoulder, just
Okay.
looking tough.
Gotcha. I guess.
And Owl would just be kind of like looking around, trying to like very like peering around, I should say, even just like looking for other things that might be considered out of place. Like both for our quote unquote our ruse of inspection, but also like just literally looking for other interesting things.
All right, so let's do this. Marb will give me a deception check as he's like, or a performance, your choice. Deception or performance as he's like acting and writing out.
Okay.
Grant and Davis, you can give me intimidation checks, and then Al, you can give me investigation.
All right, I'll write them out.
Yeah. Please roll whatever you need to roll.
Medium, low. Never mind.
Okay, so
12
bring
intimidation for grants.
Okay. Deception, intimidation, and then just an investigation for Al.
Oh, for Al. Okay, hold on. I gotta look up his things. It is plus. You said
Like,
investigation?
yeah, +2 if
Yeah,
I'm
it's
not
15.
mistaken.
Yeah.
15. Okay, so wow, they rolled really shitty on their insight checks. Okay, so as you come down, they're like, they see you, and you guys are all kind of like arms across, and Marv is furiously taking notes in one of his like many ledgers. What was the name of the book?
I can look it up if you want. Yes, that's right.
You see being kind of in a huff, frustrated, blonde-haired, again, very simply dressed, not necessarily the cleanest, but definitely not dirty individual. Come down with another individual, with the same individual that you saw, urinating and having your first discussion. He's like, and the comment says, "I asked you guys not to," and you use it cut them off.
He just kind of Rock kind of just he just kind of wanders around, but it's kind of part of what we're doing here. We're supposed to be looking for things.
And that's what exactly that. You said like, and why has Wiggs? Initially, I'm not working on anything for Wiggs.
Right, and you won't be until we get this figured out, and then we report back to him, because he's had some questionable results, and he wants to figure out what's going on.
Questionable results and figure what out? And you can see he's a little. He's not as.
Listen, he wants to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. He loves you guys, been using your mill for quite some time from what we understand, but what he's received from you guys has resulted in not the best ingredients for some of the things he's been making. So we're here to figure out what's going on. I'm not saying that you guys are to blame, but something's up, and we're here to figure it out.
We're not to blame. We just rhymed.
Good. We'll find that out. If you're innocent, you're fine, and you'll be able to keep doing business with you guys, and we'll figure it out, and you'll be in no trouble whatsoever. But
okay.
We need to get to the bottom of this. We need to figure it out. So we're gonna need to take a closer look at some stuff.
And why does Wiggs think? And he's kind of like looking you guys over with. Now he sees your equipment, your weapons, your things. Why did Wiggs think force was?
Oh no! This is just for the trip here. Just to keep it like I'm not even really. I'm just here to kind of keep things safe. My companion here, and I'll point to Mark, like he really knows all about grinding stuff and mixing stuff around, and like he's the one who's gonna really be able to look at it. And then the rest of these guys, they each, and so our turtle friend over there and my tiefling friend here, like they can kind of get the lay of the land for magical things, so, and me and my
magical.
We don't know. We're just here to check stuff out, and so I mean, if Wiggs wants things done, he wants them done right. So he's sending his best.
deception check, but at advantage because they rolled really shitty on there.
Okay.
So, deception check.
Ooh, natural 20, so 23.
Okay. Wait, how much?
23 total.
Okay. I will get back to you on the 23. I gotta think.
Okay.
I'll get to Al's investigation check, just so you know. He's kind of been, before they got down, he kind of moved some things around, and there are some, some boards in some places kind of helping prop up things or kind of keep it a little bit more stable. Nothing like crazy. There's not really anything like hanging from the walls. There's not really even like that much to like sit on or anything down here. But as he was kind of going and running his hands around and kind of looking, something that you notice that's kind of like in the shaded area that now Al kind of picks up on is that there is a kind of like a carving. And Grant, you haven't noticed this yet, but Al will kind of say like, and Al sees that there's like carvings, and it a carving of the river, and the river is like starting to like turn into fish, and then there's you follow that, and then you see that there's like iconography of like vegetation growing, and then you see like another iconography of essentially like a robed woman, robes with long hair, and there's like flowers kind of carved around it. Oh, hey Corbin.
Howdy.
Howdy.
Hello.
Welcome.
You're
Glad-
rolling. Give me a roll.
Wait, oh boy.
You're fine. You're not.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Ready to
And when he says give me a roll, he means have you rolled a new character? 'Cause sorry, buddy.
Yeah, well.
So you loaded the meat 3.
It's Dimitri Muffin Jumper.
Dimitri is welcome. So, yeah, so Al, I was just giving them the result of like your investigation check. To kind of throw you in and what's going on, the group has approached one of these mills, the Olivine mill that they left off at. The group, for the most part, is on the first floor, which is actually kind of raised a little bit, and 40 feet wide by like maybe about 15 feet deep. You're in this like wooden section, and then the remaining like 35, 45 feet, you're not sure, kind of goes back down, and you took the ladder down there, and it's more stone, and there's like a giant stone bowl, and you see the grinding stones moving. They're connected to the shaft, which is connected to the mechanism up top, which connects to the windmill turning. When you were down there, they had you do a perception check, and you rolled a natural 20 or 27, and you were running your finger along the like the bottom lip of the grinding bowl, and you cut your finger on something really, really sharp, and these little small like crystalline structures that are kind of like bluish glass, and you had Davis kind of came down and helped you, and you kind of got your knife, and you kind of reflected the light a little bit, and you recognize the symbol as something very similar to what you saw in the Hag's Note. You guys kind of went back up. The group was doing other shenanigans. Brock was being a nuisance up top, and now you were kind of investigating, and you found a part of the wooden part of the wall that's more in the shade. That's kind of like where not light is coming in right now, so it's more in the dark. And you found basically like knifed carvings of iconography of a river that's turning into a large school of fish. Different like flowers that adorn a woman that's like with long hair, that's robed, and you see a fruit. Yeah.
Also, we're running basically a game where we're pretending that we're inspecting everything on behalf of Wiggs. So we're basically saying like, oh yeah, they're like having a random cat from off the street is in here. That's a deduction, or like, oh, all these other things, like that's something that needs. And basically we're saying we're here on Wiggs' behalf because they had some bad stuff come out of the mill, and we're just here to figure out what's going on.
Oh, beautiful. I like it.
So
These are actual truths because we are just doing that.
Yeah. But not really on, like, Wiggs didn't ask us to do that, per se. Like, not directly, at least.
Hey, while all this talking's going on, just because when Davis again said that we have told them that bad stuff's come from the mill. I still have a potion, one of the tainted potions with the ingredients that was used here.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull out that potion and toss it to one of the I can't see their names.
Oh, you can't?
I can see him.
Tom and
No,
Jordan.
because everything's on my phone and it's very, very small.
Oh, gotcha. So the blonde one or the one that you guys met downstairs originally?
Which one was giving me the most grief?
Kind of both at this point. So
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'll just toss it to the blonde one.
All right.
I'll be like, so this potion was made with ingredients from this mill. We know that for sure. It's supposed to be a nice, happy potion for wigs, but yet similar ones made from ingredients from this mill ended up getting people seriously hurt. If you don't trust us, feel free to drink it for yourself, or have a look and sniff it, do what you want with it. I don't care. But yeah, this is from you guys. That's why we're here.
He'll look at it and he's like, great. We just made the. 1 second, guys. My cat dropped something. Oh shit! It's a bat. I have a bat in the house.
Oh.
BAT bat.
B-A-M.
Again,
That's a
man,
harmless-
nobly.
Be friendly to
They
it.
are
They're
generally
harmless,
harmless.
cute little creatures. Yeah,
I'm not gonna hurt it. I'm gonna try to pick it up.
catch and release.
Like, should I stop the recording for now?
No, I already got it.
Okay, nice. Do you let it out?
Hurt it.
Yeah, bats are generally cool.
It's quite a present he got you.
Yes, as long as it's a live bat, as long as like Jones didn't bring in a piece of a bat or something.
Mm.
No, it's a full bat. I'm gonna close the door now. I'm not too worried because both of them have the rabies shots. So.
Right.
Good, good.
Jesus. It's so weird. 'Cause I just thought it was like a toad or something
It's this leathery bat.
tucked in, right? Like, it's just straight up a bat on the living room floor. Okay, they seem fine. That seems fine. I just put it back out on the patio. It might be hurt, honestly. I don't know.
If it's still there at the end of the night.
Not
Yeah.
much you can do about it. It either flies away or he dies. That's nothing you can't help him.
You can take it to a vet if you want.
If you want, you could leave a little bowl of water out for him, and that's about all you can do.
I'll do that at the break. Okay.
Just to add to what I said to those guys, I'll be like, if you guys completely trust what comes out of your mill, drink the potion. And if you're not sure, we're here to make sure that the next stuff that comes out is fine. We don't blame you. We're just looking around for wigs.
Well, I would, but you just came here giving us claim. You just told me the things that were no.
I mean, are you
Common-
saying that Wiggs is bad at making potions? This is Davis. It's like, do you think Wiggs is bad at making potions? Because I think he'd like to hear about what your opinions are of him.
Listen. Wiggs has been using the Olivine mine mills for years now. I don't think he's bad at what he does, but if you're telling me something weird got into he's like kind of holding the potion, kind of jingling this. No, thank you.
So,
handing-
can I like insight check him, see if like, does it really seem like he's just unaware of bad shit coming out? That's, I guess, what I'm trying to find.
Yeah, you can insight check him.
Okay, cool. 14 plus, I forget what my thing is. 18.
Interesting.
In the gray area.
It's in the gray. I will allow him to continue talking, and then he'll get to pick up on something.
Okay.
So, he's like, listen, Mills, we've been working with. I've been working with Wiggs for, like I said, years. I mean, perhaps if something weird happened to it, perhaps maybe the potion's not bad. It's just the blessings of the Mother of Bounty. But I mean, clearly, she's been doing wonders.
How long?
Perhaps.
So wait, did something change with these blessings? Is this a recent thing?
Well, yeah, I would say, we Tommen and Dorian here. Well, Dorian, he kind of points upstairs. Yeah, they came as little, messengers, and what they said struck a chord with me. Yeah, and I've been, for some time now.
So what does this have to do with the mother, or the blessings of the mother?
I don't know. Everyone's always saying, well, everyone's always giving so much credit to her blessings and how well the rivers are doing and how much food we have. And well, I'd like to think that maybe it's her blessing is upon our mills and it's doing well as well. And perhaps it's not a bad potion, but something greater.
So did you change something about the way you are handling these ingredients recently?
No, it's just she smiles. We give we we praise her. We give her thanks. She continues to keep the rivers full, the vegetation green, the air clear.
But you're doing nothing different in terms of how you prepare stuff, how you work stuff in the mill here.
As far as Davis, as far as your insight check, he genuinely does not. He's not doing anything different.
Gotcha.
He legitimately is thinking that the difference is just the side effects of him starting to find faith in the mother of bounties.
So if Tommen is Tommen still standing there?
Sure.
I'll just shoot over to him and be like, "What about you? Did you do anything? Are you guys doing anything different?"
Well, I mean, we're here, and Yusuf will kind of cut in. He's like, these are some of the people. Again, they came and they taught me of the mother, and they stay here to.
So this guy just shows up off the street, brings tidings of this mother, and you just trust him, or what? How did that work?
Well, he needed work, as it is brother Dorian, and I had room for some people in my crew, and they've worked with me for some time, and as you start discussing and talking, and what they were saying started to make a little sense, and eventually they introduced me to some other followers, and I met multiple people, and what they said struck true to me, and I have started operating my mills under the smiling grace of the mother.
I will kind of very quietly turn to Grant and Marb, who I imagine are both like right next to me still at the base of the stairs.
I'm like squinting and like wondering, what does that even mean? What do you mean by serving under the grace? Are you doing a ritual? Have you consecrated this mill somehow? What does that even mean? I'm not looking at Usa because it's clearly not really his influence. It's the other two. So I guess I'm looking at Dorian. Is he the one downstairs?
Tommen's the one downstairs. Dorian's upstairs.
One downstairs, and I'm kind of wondering, like, what did you put him up to? What is going on here?
Oh, well, we don't know much about rituals, but when the sister came, she was delighted to hear that the mills would, the Olivines were willing to operate under the guidance and blessing of the mother. So she came and did some, I don't know, there was smoke and some herbs, and she was, I guess, blessing the mills, as far as I know. We really just allow, we don't question. The sister is, doing what the mother has taught her. And then Al will point and be like, so the carving, and he kind of like, points to the thing that he found. He's like, usually, oh yeah, that was something that, well, you get bored, right? And you start doodling, and it was kind of an homage to the mother. Rivers and fish, flowers. And Grant, now that you're turning and you see the carving, it's not exactly, but it's very similar to the things that you saw at some of the, the gazebo shrines. Especially now you're starting to see again lilies. A woman surrounded by lilies.
Uso just said that he did the carving, and
Yeah, they said that they've been kind of just doing the carvings in their time.
Well, that when Al points that out, I want to like mouth to like facing him only, so he can like mouth to him, and I'll just like say it's like magic, like asking if he found it as if you have the detect magic.
He'll very just coyly just nod his head no.
Okay.
And yeah, Rock, you see the carving, and there's no magic radiating from the carving. So,
So yeah, you're Yusa, right? So what if I told you that the timeline seems to line up with when things started going south?
again, I don't understand the South. You said the potion acted differently. How do you know that it had to do with something with what we gave him and not him making a mistake
So you
mixing?
do think he's bad at his job? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying he's bad. I'm saying like anyone, he could make a mistake. No one's perfect.
Because it was more than just one potion. It was a bunch, and all the ingredients were traced back
Yeah, this
here.
has
He
happened
only
over time.
uses you guys.
Well, this is the first I've heard of something like that.
Yeah, I think he thought like what you did is like maybe he made a mistake, but at this point it's like no, you can't make a mistake every single time you make something.
I've only had one that I recall. I've only had one shipment for wigs in the past 2 or 3 months. He's not been sending that much.
Out of character question. So how long had Tom and Dorian been here? You said
A
several.
few months, possibly. Definitely within the window of the last shipment.
Right.
So I guess I'm gonna really quickly come downstairs, crew. Yo, Cat, what you doing upstairs?
I'm gonna follow. Dorian went upstairs to check on the voice, right?
See. And he's just kind of searching and looking around, and he's like, "Hello," and very quick. He doesn't really do a very thorough search. He's just like, "Hello," because he doesn't think anyone got up there. And he kind of like walks out to where like essentially is like another balcony, and that's you actually see as you're looking, you see the fan of the mill kind of crossing by every once in a while, or every few seconds, I should say. More than a few seconds, but And he kind of looks up, looks around, just like steps, almost kicks you, and he's like, "Sorry, Cat." Starts walking past you.
So I know Rock was like super interested in that middle room where he was looking at the mill, like basically turning. So does that that goes all the way down to the first floor where everybody is, right?
Yeah. So
Basically.
again, the best way that I can explain it is, I'm kind of going off this image that you're looking at. You're essentially at like the bird's nest up here,
Right.
where Dorian's standing, and there's a balcony that looks out the opposite way, but there's also like a little window and a hole, and that's where he was looking, and he's seeing the fans passing every once in a while. That second section is basically a wooden room, and there's really not much going on there, but you see where that shaft starts heading down to the stone section is where the grinder is. So literally like half of that middle floor is just like an open area, but blocked off by a railing, and then you just see it's like open as space, and it's just the shaft just kind of turning away as the fan turns. And that leads all the way down to the first floor and that sub part of the first floor where the grinding bowl is.
I'm gonna go into the room and like look down.
The second room and look down?
Yep.
Okay, so you kind of, as you wait for Dorian to start heading off, you kind of slowly follow behind him not to get his attention, and you get to the balcony and you look down. You hear the conversations of your friends grilling the two individuals downstairs, and you look down and you just see the big stone bowl which is large. It's like 20, 25 feet, across. And you just see the shaft moving and grinding, and you just hear the crunching of shells, which at this point is more like a powder, been going for a while. And you just hear and it, don't heed. Why don't you can give me a perception check? See if anything catches your eyes. But
25 total.
25 total. You're looking down, and you're trying to see the blue, if anything catches your eyes, since Rock mentioned the blue, and then you kind of start gazing your way up, and you start seeing, and then you kind of look up and you look at the shaft, and there's like a little twinkle, like a twinge, like a little light reflecting. You kind of catch it, and you kind of focus on it, and it looks like maybe there's a crystal or something kind of embedded in, very small. We're talking, a copper piece in size. And then you kind of follow it up and you're trying to look for more. And there's very few, like we're talking maybe like you catch maybe 4 of these little light twinkles. And then you start looking up and you follow your way and you're kind of like leaning past the balcony and you're looking up in your cat form and you kind of squint and you see that there's more of those little crystals on the underside where the gear would be kind of working. But again, not like a huge number, but it does seem to be more condensed up top. 25. I guess you kind of see maybe that they're kind of growing along in some sort of pattern, but nothing too crazy.
Okay, I'd go ahead and head downstairs and plop down next to Rock, or because I think Rock, are you sitting on the ground? What are you doing? I think you said you were sitting.
I was sitting, but that was before I got you to go upstairs.
That's when he was trying to be annoying.
Right, I
Yeah,
just wasn't
now
sure. You're just standing downstairs.
Yeah, and I'm just downstairs. I'm talking with everyone.
Probably poking
I'll
around.
just go ahead and head downstairs and just be a part of the whatever's going on down there.
Are you
As
still a cat?
Yeah, as you're heading down in cat form, kind of continuing with your 25 perception, you do notice that in there are some more carvings of just iconography of flowers, fruits, fish,
Okay.
Yep. But none of that it just seems like it's like if someone's bored with a knife and just starts carving, like, it's like when they, like the hearts and stuff, but instead of this, like iconography. So.
I'll pick up Cal and kind of put him on one shoulder, and Pebble, who was supposed to have been following Cal around, will land on my other one.
All right. So, all right, everyone's downstairs now. It's kind of tight in here. Al will actually kind of. Oh no, Al's here, so I can't even control Al anymore. There we go. So it's getting kind of tight in here because you're like in a 15 by 40 section.
Grant's probably like standing next to the carving now and looking at it because it reminds him of the shrines and the rivers and all the iconography that they had. Kind of just tells the group like, oh, these sisters, there's some kind of new religion around here.
Good,
maybe
bad?
60, 70 years ago. Oh, sorry.
I was just saying, are they good, bad? Do we need to be worried?
The 3 of them all pipe up real quick and be like, she's wonderful, she's great.
Hey, I wasn't asking you.
So maybe 60, 70 years ago or something, their matron blessed this lands with her magic, apparently. Sacrificed her eye or something like that to help. And then he starts pointing at the different things to help bring the fish back, to bring back the crops, and pointing at the flowers blooming and everything like that. They're kind of an interesting bunch. They've been kind of taking over all the shrines in town kind of rapidly.
And apparently some of the mills
unusual.
as well.
Yusto will kind of speak up and say, yeah, I've heard of, the sister said that a number of mills are, finding the mother's blessings and, contributing back to her gift. He says it like proudly.
Gift, huh?
Their elders, their quote unquote sisters of the harvest or whatever. They sacrifice an eye in reverence to this matron of the bounty.
Dorian will pipe up and say, yeah, the greatest honor that one of our followers can do. Give their vision so that the mother can see.
See what?
You don't know the tales? Oh. And then they'll kind of start recanting the mother. She came and she's, you know, the lands were dry and the rivers were light, and as your friend here started to recant, she gave of herself so that she planted, well, in short, not give you too many details, but she planted one eye in the fields, and then the crops started to grow. And she took another one of her eyes and planted it at the base of the river, and then the river ran heavy with fish. And her sacrifice blessed these lands. And it is but one of the highest honors to be selected as one of the, and he kind of says it like sadly now, to be one of the sisters that is able to give of themselves so that the mother can see again.
Wait, the sisters? So she has sisters?
No. The sisters are her most devout
Priestesses.
followers. Yes, priestesses.
Oh, is it always females? Is that why they're called sisters? Or
Tommen and Dorian will say, as far as we know, it's always sisters. And then all three of them will say, seek new fruits.
what? No, we're not looking for fruits. What are you talking about?
Yeah, never mind. You're clearly
These guys are weird. Grant, keep going. Sorry, we interrupted you. I was curious if this seems like a good thing or a bad thing, and I'm not gonna.
They all say it again. It's a great thing.
Stop. I will ask you questions directly when I want to talk to you.
And Uso will kind of take a little bit of offense to this. Like, you're at my mill.
Listen, are you trying to kick us out? Is that what you're saying?
Actually, you know what? I am. Would you please leave my mill, and at least we can have this discussion outside? You're not even supposed to be in here to begin with.
I'll
I'm
look at my
gonna
group and say what
chime
you guys
up with
think.
that and be like, guys, there was some weird blue stuff upstairs that I saw. We can't just leave this place.
No, yeah.
Something's going on
Did
here.
you see anything downstairs, Al?
We did actually.
Or
Now that you
did-
mention it, I didn't want to necessarily bring it up just yet, but we have reason to believe that there is stuff inside the mill here that we need to discuss. So, no, we will not be leaving.
They all look very confused, like blue stuff. There's
Listen,
nothing.
I was trying to give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to make it seem like you didn't know what was going on, but it's clear that you guys brought some of this stuff upon yourselves, so let's talk about it. And then...
So we'll kind of turn to Tommen and Dorian. Do you know what they're talking about? Both of them are just like, no.
I'll look at them both and be like, this is your opportunity. Come clean.
Opportunity?
Come clean if you know
What?
what we're talking about.
Cal, you're back down here now at this point, right?
How is the room lit?
Natural light coming in through a couple like purposely left almost like windows, and then just some of the light that's coming through the thatching.
So no torches or anything.
No, they wouldn't have torches and this type of thing.
Yeah.
I would say there's some candles to kind of help with the dark, but it's not that well lit down here. More of the light is actually where the grinder is because it just happens to be more exposed.
Just very patchy lighting.
Yeah. Let's see.
I'm currently perched on Rock's shoulder.
I gotcha. I'm just trying to see. Insight. Grant and Calusor, you will pick up that honestly, they don't know what you guys are talking about. They seem generally confused. They don't think that they have done anything in the wrong, and they don't like the fact that they're being told to do stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, you're like okay. You guys clearly don't seem to know what we mean by this blue stuff. Who Al? You said you saw some too. Did you get any of it? Did you get a sample of it?
Alec, you weren't able to get a sample. You just cut your finger on it.
It's like on the wall. Yeah. No, couldn't get anything.
Is yours easy? Like mine was kind of harder to see. Let's just show them. Al, can you show us what you found? Let's show these guys. Maybe then they'll believe us.
Yeah.
And by the way, the dolls.
You can't all fit downstairs, right? It's too tight down there.
Actually, it's bigger than this area. I mean, it's weird. It's not the amount of room is probably about the same, just because of how much space is taken up the bowl. It probably wouldn't be comfortable to have everyone down there. But a few of y'all can go down and show.
I would say maybe Rock and or Marb go look on their own stuff if all three of them are going down, I might like hold back Rock and Marb from going down and just like motion upstairs.
Yusa and Dorian will go down. Tommen will kind of stay up there and like with the group kind of watching y'all. So we'll just kind of superimpose. So this is down. This is the floor that y'all are on, and Tommen's with y'all.
Yeah, I'll go down. We'll go down with them.
Okay, before people move off, I'm gonna mage hand and have it fly over, grab my potion, grab it back, and bring it over to me.
They're kind of like startled, and they say, "Okay."
That's why we bring him. He's very useful.
Yeah,
Clearly.
I got a character question. Casual magic use like that would be pretty startling to civilians, or they'd be kind of used to it?
Startling, kind of. Like they kind of are like, you can kind of see that they're kind of like taken aback, but maybe not as much as you would have expected. But then again, you are kind of in the Green Hill area, and there are adventurers, so maybe they're exposed to adventurers more than the common folk. So they are kind of weird at it in a second, and then they kind of just see this potion floating, and then the light kind of catches it, and they see the little shimmer of the hand, and they're like, and they see it kind of come to Rock, and so
Maybe they got a little disdain. It's like, oh, you fucking adventurers always showing off.
yeah. So
So yeah, I'll take him downstairs and show him exactly where we saw it. I don't know. I assume Al's coming too.
So yeah, we'll kind of go. So Davis went down. What are you doing now?
I'm following along.
Okay. So Al went down. Grant.
I would like to go along.
Okay. So
Everybody down the stairs together in a marching order.
it's getting a little like at this point, 5 people. There's maybe room for one more person comfortably.
I'd say Marb would stay up because he likes high places.
I'm gonna just poke the cat and just say over to be like, see anything interesting upstairs? Do I need to go back upstairs?
You're talking to the cat directly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tommen will just kind of look at you and be very confused, like, and then look at the cat, and he just kind of has like this sad expression on the cat on his face as he's looking at the cat. He's like, Tom will be like, "Is the cat yours?"
Yeah, I keep a bunch of pets. The cat's mine, the bird's mine, this hand's mine. I'll have the hand just kind of wave at him.
When you say the bird's mine, Marb goes, "Boko."
Yeah.
I'll be like, not that one, the little one on my shoulder.
Peacock, sadly.
Yeah, Boko.
Indignant Peacock.
Yeah, fellow tweet. Yeah, Tommen's sad now. He thought he maybe found a stray cat that would be his pet, but no.
Yeah,
The mother has brought me a cat.
Sorry, he's friendly though. But yeah, he's mine. I can't leave him here.
Friendly murder cats.
So, I guess Rock is talking to Cal. Cal, how are you responding to his question?
I mean, I'll just kind of lay down, I guess, and relax, like, just like, stretch. Like, there's no big deal up there. Like, didn't see anything.
Okay. No, John. There's bats tonight that already got inside the apartment. All right. So yeah, you get the stretchy Calisaur response. Barb will be, like you said, observing Davis. Yeah. So Davis, you kind of run your finger along very carefully, and then you find the little pointy bit.
Yeah, and then I'll just point to him and be like, "What do you guys know about this?"
Yusa will kind of, he's got to kind of like
Right.
get down and turn his head and kind of. He's like, "What is that?" He kind of pokes at it.
I mean, I know what it is. Do you know what it is?
A deception check.
I mean, it's kind of a deception check. I know it's a magical thing that changes stuff, but anyway, 18 plus stuff, so pretty good.
Okay.
21
He's
total.
Yusa will kind of, as Yusa kind of comes up and Dorian kind of looks down, you kind of hear Dorian say, "What is it?"
Well, without going into too much detail, it's what we think might be causing your issue. Do you know how this got here? Has this always been here?
Yeah, Dorian will kind of run his finger along it. He's like, "Never, sharp."
Yeah, careful, careful.
Yeah, don't do that.
No, never seen it. I don't know what it is. Yeah, they don't know what it is.
So I'll turn to Al is like, is there any way we could just disable this thing, you think?
No, whoa, you can't.
Hey. What did I say? I said if I wanted to hear from you, I would ask you a question directly, okay?
And you are on my property.
Listen,
It's
if you
called
want business,
Olivine Mill.
if you want,
I am Yusa Olivine.
if you want
You
Wiggs'
know, if I
business,
get some time to look at it, might be able to do something about it.
if you want Wiggs' business, then just let us do our thing. We're not here to mess, we're not here to cause any more trouble than we just need to figure out what's going on so we can get you guys back underway. That's all.
Disabling the mills will cause
We're
more
not disabling
trouble.
the mills, we're disabling this thing that you don't even know how it got here. I mean, that's
How do you disable a crystal or glass? What is it?
I was gonna go magic, and he's gonna do his hands, and
Jazz
a couple of
hands.
sparkles come out. Yeah.
Yes.
magic.
Wait, do you have prestidigitation? Oh, you do. Okay.
Yeah. Right. I do.
Oh.
I'll instinctively do backup vocals for it. Like he'll be like magic, and I'll go magic.
Okay.
As a call and response type thing.
Yeah, you see that. You hear that. You're like, magic.
And then I'm just gonna give him a cold shoulder, go back to prodding whatever the crystal is.
Okay. What are you? Are you prodding at it? Like, what are you doing? What are you?
Mm-hmm. Is it anything like I've ever seen before? Familiar at all?
Arcana check.
That a 2? That's a 2.
That's a,
It's a 2.
you rolled a 2.
No,
No,
plus 2.
Okay.
It's a little more than that.
Yeah. All right. So 21 total. You've never seen it in person. And you're kind of racking your brain over it, and keep in mind you're still fairly tired, and you think, but you're not sure. You might be making this up, but you may have seen depictions, and these are not in color, so it's kind of weird, but you've seen maybe crystals or shards of something in some of the notes before. It's kind of like wayward sketches or little indications that maybe one of the hags drew.
I have no idea how to disable this. I wonder if we could take it out.
Because you might have missed the description earlier. As you're kind of looking at it, Al, you saw that it's there's a carving, and that carving underneath matches not exactly a symbol that you've seen, but it's very similar in style to the symbols that you've seen at the hags I've been using. The crystal is growing out of the carving, kind of. So the best you can tell.
Hmm.
Like, you know, when you kind of like have like, I never remember, sorry, if it's a stalagmite or a stalactite. I'm very sorry. But it's kind of like growing out of the fissure that was made by the carving.
Gotcha. Okay.
Oh yeah, because tight says you wear tights. They're on the bottom. That's right. All right. Oh.
Oh, so also while he's looking at it, I'll be like, so this bowl. Is there any way we could just replace this? Like, how much would it cost to replace and get this one out of here? I mean, it's pretty out of character. It's pretty big, right? Like,
oh, it's massive. It probably weighs a few thousand pounds. It is just a stone bowl that is, you know, maybe about 25 feet in diameter. Right? Yeah. Yeah, the diameter. It's large. Grant, you just hear David say that with your stonemasonry. You're like, that's a lot of work.
That seems like a really difficult task. Can we?
or what about if we like break this piece off and then could we repair it? Is there a way to repair those kinds of things?
I guess Grant says to Al. So you're sure that's magic, right? That whatever that thing underneath there is.
According to from the words of our great bird friend, I think it's some spooky magic shit.
You just hear Marv.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, the bear has a spell that can sometimes suppress magic. I could try something like that. See if the law bear could help us.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Like, how long does it suppress it forever?
I don't. I kind of suck with these things, and I'm still learning, and you know, trying to figure out how these spells work. I was able to break up Rock's web the other time when we were racing. I've never tried it on something more permanent than.
Oh, that's what that was.
I don't know.
Hmm.
Don't know if it'll work, but maybe.
Yeah. If you're willing to try, I think it's worth a shot.
So Grant holds on to his holy symbol.
I'm gonna
Starts
actually,
chanting a little
while
bit.
he's doing that, I'm gonna make sure I'm standing like by these guys, between him and these guys, to make sure they don't like try and stop him.
Okay.
Not like menacingly, just like make sure that I'm in between them.
I get you. So far they don't seem to be. They just seem to be more confused than
Yeah, just
anything.
let these guys do their work. If they are able to successfully just kind of turn this thing, inactive or whatever, then we may not have any problems anymore.
I guess. Persuasion check.
Okay. Ooh, 10.
And Dorian will kind of pipe up, and then Common will also, because he's been listening in from above. He's like, "What happens if you undo the blessings that the sister did?" And then you kind of see Yusa go, "Yeah, I don't want my mill to lose its favor with the sisters and the mother. What are you? There's got to be."
I'm gonna pipe up and say,
So
no,
are you
no,
saying
no,
this
that's not how it
crystal
works.
is from the mother then?
I don't.
Just going to touch the crystal, and the bear will hopefully allow us to remove it.
Okay, so how are you trying to remove it?
I'm just going to cast Dispel Magic on it. Doesn't work, it doesn't work.
Mm-hmm. So you release, go ahead and mark up the spell slot. You release the magic, and you kind of feel that, I think the pulse of energy go through.
I assume our detect magics are still going.
No, they
Like
would
a
have.
cold wind, the way the law
It's
bear
been too
does
long.
it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like it. Okay, so yeah, a cold wind kind of blows in, right, and kind of does that. And as the magic kind of takes through, it's kind of hard to see, but the little bits of crystal glow, they seem to receive it and glow. The Marb got a high enough passive perception. Marb, Grant, Cal. Oh, but Cal, you're technically not there because you're on the other floor. So Al, Grant, And then Marv, because he's kind of looking over the ledge, you guys just kind of see like this blue, like halo of very dim halo from above y'all kind of glow. And you see that now you see like the little bits of the blue crystal in the shaft, and then up above in the gear mechanism, it all glows. And then it takes like a blue color, and then it goes from blue to purple to like this lightning, like electric blue, to this like vibrant orange, to this jaded green. And then you just hear like, and then you hear this cackling. And then like little, like shards of glass start going all throughout. And then it seems to be more than you notice. They just start like ricocheting and flying through the area. So anyone that's down in there needs to give me a dexterity saving throw at disadvantage. Anyone who is in the room, you can give me a dexterity saving throw to standard.
Ha, DM, I already have disadvantage. Suck it.
Wait, how do you have on dex? Why do you have disadvantage?
Oh no, that's just for stealth.
Just for stealth.
Yeah, like going like what?
I will say, yeah, don't let me know what your rolls are, and I might be able to help you. I might have to help myself too. So anybody who's at disadvantage, I might be able to help you pass, basically.
But yeah, these little like shards of like crystalline
8
glass.
total.
Mine's just as bad. I'm gonna help myself.
Okay.
I'm gonna burn a merit die and give myself a boost. Oh hell yeah!
Okay. So Grant is an 8 total. Al is an 18. Cal, so nothing but Cal. Can someone roll for Marva, please?
Yeah. He's not at disadvantage though.
Did you say for the room upstairs? Okay.
Yeah, it's flying through the entirety like of the. It's like coming from the grinding, but it's also coming from the shaft and the gear, and it's just like shards of glass. If you're down in that area, disadvantage because it's such a small area, or you're such good find. There's so many people there, you can't really move. But some of the shards are still making it to the other rooms, and everyone in there needs to make the saves at normal.
15, rolled a 15 total.
Okay, gotcha.
I rolled an 8 total.
As a cat, okay, got it. And then Yusa, Dorian, and Tommen. So Yusa rolled a 14 naturally. Dorian rolled a 14 naturally, and that was just a regular roll. Okay. So Tommen, Yusa, and Dorian all pass. All right, if you rolled a 13 or higher, you take 2 points of piercing damage. If you rolled a below that or failed, you take 4 points of piercing damage. These little shards of glass start essentially getting into you, and like Dorian, like, what did you do? What did you do? And the cackling starts building up. Oh yeah.
I didn't do that. She did.
Do you want me to track it, or you want to do it?
At the sound, or wherever the sound came from.
Is it piercing damage?
Yeah, it's piercing damage. It's not magical. So, yeah. So Grant and Al,
Take like nothing.
yeah, you might be able to reduce it to nothing. You just poof out of cat form. Aw.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Cat only has 2 HP.
Suddenly, Calcer's sitting on rock.
I'm gonna pretend to be. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, my cat's a person? What the hell?
Tommen sees this is like, he's like, and sees this like, what is going on? What? And then the cackling. I'll just put it this way: y'all were in the hack's hut when y'all tipped the cauldron. It's that type of cacophony of these high pitched. And then where?
Did Pebble take damage?
Oh yeah, you gotta roll me a save for Pebble.
I mean, it wouldn't matter even on a save, you would poof, right?
No, Pebble has like.
I thought you had 1 HP.
Do I lose Pebble? She rolled a 16, so she only takes 2, but I don't know her HP.
Let me check character. I thought she had 3.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
By the way, did you want me to track Marb's HP?
Oh, Pebble, I'm sorry.
No!
These guys gonna get it.
I'm mad now.
And Pebble's. Oh, I'm sorry. Think about that. Okay, yeah.
Good going,
Yeah, the
Grant.
Yeah. Yeah, and as the shards stick in the stone, and some of them are like in your skin, and you're kind of pulling them out and everything, you see like this weird mist start kind of coming from them, and where all the different shards, the very similar but still somewhat different. Let me move it to layer. Those little sprite-like creatures start emerging, and I will start getting the accurate numbers here. So let's switch that to.
Did you want me to track Marb's HP?
Yeah, I saw that you got it, and I took a -2. I saw that you put 2, and I put damage for him. You're good. So Marv took 2 damage. So yeah, let's get the initiative tracker going. I'm guessing.
Whoa.
Do I have time because Pebble disappeared and I'm upset? Do I have time
Damn,
to?
I was about to get super hype and use Spirit Guardians to intimidate these 3 guys, but then you did magical with the Spirit Fingers. I was like, okay, that's cooler than what I was.
Yeah, just if I have time, I would like thaumaturgy my voice and yell at the guy to sit down. My bird just died, and I'd have the hand smack him.
Sure, I'll allow that as a reaction to Pebble kaputzing. Let me please go ahead and roll initiative. I'm gonna try to put these guys in the tracker.
Oh, Mage Hand isn't concentration? What?
Nope.
Damn. Oh yeah, I can't do Marb's initiative on the thing. Sorry.
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
So yeah. Oh wait, I gotta get my.
How do I do? Like, I can do my initiative on the thing, but the boots allows me to. Can you?
I'll edit. You just tell me what you roll, and then I'll edit it for you.
Okay. Actually, yeah, well, let's see if I even want to use them. Yeah.
I need to do Marv.
8.
D8. What does a D8
Eight.
look like?
That's
You look
pretty
like
good for me.
12 total.
Did we ever figure out who got the initiative item? The initiative
Yeah,
I have them.
boosting?
Yeah, I have them, and I just
Right.
used them because I only rolled a 6, so 12 total.
Nice.
And I'll mark that they're good, bad for the day. I can't use them again.
That would be a sad one to have left idle.
Yeah. Oh, Dragnar took him and ran.
Let's just left with it. It's gone.
Yeah. All right, on the turn order, which one do you want? Do you want pink, electric, blue, jade, or orange? Y'all care?
Pink.
I don't know. Pink. All right.
Hell yeah.
Add the turn order.
I assume they all go same time.
Yeah, it's basically like 17 plus. Oh shit! I don't have their stat block open. I'm so sorry. Let me get their stat block open.
I'm pretty sure they have a -10 to initiative.
They're +1 or +2.
And I also think they start every combat with the surprised condition.
Yeah, right. All right, I think I got everybody in the turn order. To sending.
And I will figure out who my muster goes to. Let's see.
17 total. I lied. There you go. So that should be the order, and then I'll try to get. Oh shit! Turn order. And then I'll try to get the actual accurate number.
Is
Thanks. So are these the shards? Like these are what became the
Yeah,
shards?
these shards are starting like mist and steam and like the crackle with energy and all that, and then these little spirits are starting to emerge out of them. The shard is still there, but they're starting to emerge, and there's cackling and. So what was,
I mean, I guess I'll muster me, Al, and Rock. Like it doesn't really. So it's gonna work for me and Al, but not for anybody else.
yeah.
So yeah, you and me, Al, we get double proficiency against these things when we
On the first
turn.
Mm-hmm.
So cool. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say like Calisor and that you are able to stand up as part of initiative being rolled. You're not on your butt as yourself. And then like you just see you just hear Yusa say, "What did you do?" And there's like starting like kind of heading towards the ladder and starting to climb up. So Yusa is gonna spend his or is blocking the ladder essentially. Davis, let's get some Bethel music going.
Out of character, I'm real sad that I don't have Armor Vagathis available to me.
Yeah, it was a character choice.
Stupid character decisions.
You know? All right, let me just make sure I have everything open.
So some of these things are upstairs and downstairs, and
Yeah,
presumably on other floors too.
Let me try to more accurately kind of space y'all out. So you guys are down here. Grant, you're down here. Al, you're down here. You guys are more up here. Common is kind of here. And then like some of these things are like above y'all in the second floor, you know, kind of wherever the glass shards kind of landed. Trying to mix them up a little bit more so it's actually kind of. Actually, no, I won't mix them up. You're gonna say what color y'all are kind of swiping at. There you go. I'll keep them separated. It's kind of, they are actually like all just kind of mixed, you know? They're not like a group of, but just for tracking order, they're like, and so far what you guys see is it's a large number of them. And they're like cackling and crackling their voices and you hear a little, but Davis.
Are some of them on our floor and some of them are on the floor below?
Yeah, so try draw line polygon black line.
Imagine having to build a model of this where we have multiple floors and you have like all of these flying units everywhere. What a mess of like little pieces that would be.
Well, I kind of wanted to do this one more like this because like I could not find a battle map or conceptualize how to draw one that covered what I really wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
This
It
is
was
fine. This is totally fine.
Yeah.
Someday we'll all have virtual reality sets and you can build it for us and we'll walk around it for you.
You say that as if building a virtual reality set is something that's easy.
Yeah. So essentially, so this vertical divide is if you're on, you know, inside the grinding section, or if you're up a little bit higher. The vertical divide, or the horizontal divide, sorry, is first floor, second floor. I'm not even gonna bother with the first floor right now. So more or less, like it's not exactly accurate, but just so you guys can kind of picture what's going on here.
Alright, so if it's my turn, then I will
There you go.
I will clutch my little trinket and as my bonus action cast Blade Ward.
Okay.
Since these things did little pierce things.
Yep.
I was like, that kind of hurt. And then I will just fucking swing at whatever the closest one near to me is.
Go for it. Do you still have Great Weapon Master, or did you get rid of that? I don't even remember.
I have it. In fact, I have the 2 levels of it. I just don't have Pommel anymore.
Okay, gotcha.
So actually, well, with how these small these things are, maybe I'm not gonna do anything with that right now. I'm just gonna do a regular attack.
Okay.
That's an 18 to hit.
Yeah, definitely hits.
Okay, cool. Then that'll be minimal roll 5 damage.
Okay, you do 5 damage.
That's bonus action. I guess I'll also yell out. I'll be like, "Looks like this isn't so much a blessing as it might be a curse." And then, I mean, I guess I'll just stay where I'm at. It's hard to discern any positioning, but I don't. And there's really nowhere for me to go, especially if Dorian's blocking the ladder and such. But
you have another attack, right?
That's true. I do have extra attack. Yeah. So second attack. Again, no greater weapon. So 22 to hit. So that hits. And then 11 damage.
So you did 16 total?
Yeah, 5 and 11, yes. So 16
Okay.
total.
Yeah, you go and you strike it and you cut through one of them and they kind of, your blade goes through, it hits, and you think you have it and it just kind of forms back up. It still doesn't look like it's completely intact, but you definitely cut through it and just kind of.
Alright. That's it.
Okay.
Oh, and I didn't even add my double proficiency. I forgot, but it didn't matter.
Yeah, you would still hit.
So yeah, but Al, don't you forget.
All right. Yeah, and you just hear like the wings droning, buzzing around, and them cackling, and little sparks. Go ahead, Al.
It's stabbing time. Yeah, I'm just going straight for the sword board.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just.
All right, are you doing anything? So you're just gonna stabby stab?
Ooh. Shit. Can I retcon a hunter's mark?
You can bonus action, yeah. So you just throw a hunter's mark. Are you throwing on an orange one, a pink one, electric one, or a jade one?
I'd say orange or whatever's between us and the ladder.
That's fine. So we would say orange. Okay, so yeah, orange is hunter's mark. I'm just gonna mark one of these as marked. Just kind of have an idea. All right, cool. Yeah, go for it.
Is a 16 hit? Oh, 2
Or,
damage?
yeah, 15 hits, yeah.
Did you add your double proficiency?
I did.
Nice.
Ooh.
Sorry. Wow, 16 damage. Yeah, you go and you strike at the same one that Davis had through, and you kind of with your rapier poke through it. You poke through it, essentially its head, as it's cackling, as it's kind of reforming in like air. It's like, and it kind of roll me a D100.
Ooh.
What the? Wish we like boys.
I don't know if high is good or low is good.
100. Teleport into the nether realm.
3.
Sick.
As it dies, you just see fog start to emerge, and everything down in this area is just now engulfed in a thick fog that's like difficult to see through. Everyone in here is considered heavily obscured.
Shit.
So I will. It takes up most of this because it's like.
Actually, when I see that, I'll be like, Rock, that's not helping.
So I will do this, and then like not all of it is encompassed, so like the sides are not, but essentially like, majority of the room is now in like a 20-foot cloud. All right, you got one more strike, heavily obscured, so you're considered blind, so you have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, then I'm going for it.
All right.
Also,
as the thing dies, Al, and I guess technically Davis will say you were within, you feel like a little surge of like an electric jolt. You guys have a tide of chaos. You basically gain a D4 to an attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh. How does that work on disadvantage? I wrote a D4 on both?
You basically like roll a D4 on both. So it'd be the 14, just roll the D4, it becomes a 16, you hit. Oh, you're fine.
Nice.
Heavy stab.
And then I forgot about the hunter's mark.
You couldn't move it this turn. It went
There we
to.
go.
You're fine.
Perfect. I have 2 pluses in that.
Something seems to be wrong.
7. So 39. Yeah, you stab and it's still there.
Okay. 1 explosion's good enough.
All right. Is that your turn now?
Yeah, and I'll just say, man, it's definitely easier to stab things in a tiny hallway. This is good.
Gotcha. Okay, so now go into the Chaos Mythic's turn. Well, they all emerge. They all have their things. All right, the orange group. They're gonna like start, and you just see like them start like kind of waving their hands a little bit in the air, and this like weird technicolored like sphere starts forming in a couple of their hands, and then they just kind of and they release this like energy out, and it's going to be targeted at let's say Al, because Al popped one of their friends. So it needs an attack roll. They rolled a natural 18, so I know that hits. Al, you take I need another D8. Where's my D8? There's my D8. You take 3. I rolled no doubles, so that's good. You take 10 points, and I get to choose. You take 10 points of, and that's going to be my choice dice. You take 10 points of acid damage. As when the bolt hits you, it starts to like stinge at your skin and your equipment a little bit.
Ow, 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 ow.
All right, then the pink crew is going to fire at peasant. That hits. It is 4, and that's force damage. So you just hear this like boom, and like this booming sound kind of comes out, and they deal. Dorian is just pushed off to the side, slams into the wall, and he is unconscious.
Yikes.
He's down.
Like, does it look like he just got knocked unconscious, or it looks like he's bereft of health?
Bereft of health.
Oh, wow.
He smacked his head really hard along the wood, and he's like down. He's starting to bleed.
Okay.
The electric color group is going to fire into the first floor, and they're going to probably choose Barb as their target because he is the closest to the ledge. Misses. You can see this like winding Rock, Cal, and Tom and Barb would see this like winding energy, and there's like it fires off wild, and there's like, and actually it would have been cold. So you just see like this like ice beam, and it just freezes part of the wood on the side. And then for the top group, they're gonna fire at Calisaur. Calisaur does a. They have to have a +4. Does an 18 hit you? I'm pretty sure it does.
Yes.
Okay. You take. Wow, I haven't rolled a single double. It's 4, so it's another like this. Boom. You take 8 points of force damage as this like caffeinating like condensed sound beam essentially like hits you in the chest. Okay, and that's their turn.
Yikes.
Rock, followed up by Cal. Oh no, then it would be Marb has a higher dex than Cal.
Sorry, so everything cut out for me there. You says my go?
Yes, it's your go, sir.
Okay. Dee-doo.
Oh, and I forgot to poof one of these guys.
Okay.
Indeed.
If I cast Magnify Gravity on a section that can get a whole bunch of them, does that like go all the way down to the floor below and hit our people, or is there a way I can cast it without hitting any of us?
I believe you pick a point. Let's read your spell.
It's a 10-foot sphere, so I should be okay to like kind of cast it just up and
I'm
keep it away from us,
scared.
right?
At a point. So you pick a point, so it can be up in the air, and then it's a 10-foot sphere around the. So yeah.
Yeah. So kind of like, how many would I hit if I like cast it? Like, I don't know if that's gonna ping.
So yeah, you're pinging. Keep in mind this is about 45 feet across, give or take. You're not sure in this section,
Okay.
so you might be able to hit 3.
Only 3. Is that about the max I can hit aiming anywhere? Or like, what about like here? Can
And
I
it's
get
up-
like 4?
Maybe. Yeah, it's hard to tell. They're buzzing around, flying around. You're trying to catch them as they're moving.
Okay. I'll throw it over at the group of the pink guys.
Okay. Let's see.
They need to make a Constitution saving 15.
2 passes, 2 fails.
2 passes, 2 fails. Okay, so for the... So 10 damage for the ones that failed, and their
Okay.
speed is halved,
So 2 passes, 2 fails. Okay.
and 5 damage for the other 2.
So 30 damage total, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So one of these that you see kind of like is flying around, cackling, and it's like, zzz, and it gets pulled into like the center of it, and it just like, and it just kind of pops. Roll me a d100.
Okay. So that's 2d10s, right?
Yeah, 2d10.
Yep, that fell off the desk. Uh-oh. I rolled a 0 and a 3, a 10 and a 3.
So it's a 3.
So it's a 3.
Oh yeah, I guess it would be a 3. Hey!
Okay, so you as it pops, you get this incredible itch in your eyes, and you're starting to scratch at it, and then you kind of open your eyes, and you're looking around, you don't see anything different. Hal and Marb would be next to him. Rock's eyes are like when Marb does the invisibility, like that white. Rock's eyes are like whited out.
So, you said I can't see? Or I don't see anything different?
You don't see anything different. Like there's nothing that's catching your attention. You know what I'm saying? And then you're like kind of like squinting and focusing. You're like, it's like, and then I'll get to you around on your next turn.
Okay. Then the next thing I'll do is I'm gonna just go protectively stand in front of the guy on our floor. I think he might be sitting down because I yelled at him. But I'm just gonna like get near him and be like, "Stay behind me. I'll try and protect you."
Okay. Cool. All right. Marb followed up by Cal. What are you doing?
Marb doesn't have any kind of AoE stuff, I don't think, does he? I'm just making sure.
I don't think he took a Hail of Thorns or anything.
Right, that's what I was looking for, not Bramble Shot. Okay, yeah, as far as I can tell, he doesn't have it. So, yeah, I guess he would just... so Hunter Mark something. So Hunter Mark a green one, since that's close to him on the thing. Actually, which one hit Rock?
It would have been the green one.
Yeah, so he'll Hunter's Mark a green one, and then take shots.
Alright, so he no longer has to concentrate on Hunter's Mark, so I'll just put a mark on.
And technically, he's still concentrating on the invisibility, I'm guessing, since it's an hour? Or no, is it not concentration? It is. It's 10. Wait,
yeah,
is it? It's not concentration.
Oh, it's not? Okay, cool.
Neat.
No, he's not concentrating, but yeah, he still sees invisible.
Alright, so yeah, Hunter's Mark on one of the green guys, and then first attack will be... I'm assuming...
Sharpshooter or regular?
So Sharpshooter would be -3 on the hit, and plus
Yep.
6 on damage? Sure, he's got it really high. So,
Yeah.
yeah, Sharpshooter, 21 total to hit,
Nice.
which I'm sure hits.
Yeah, it hits. Go ahead
So now I gotta figure out all the
and,
numbers. So D8 plus 4 plus Hunter's Mark is a D6, right?
Yep.
And then Colossus Slayer is, or no, that's... No.
They're not damaged yet.
Right, so 7, 11... So 11 plus... So, yeah, I rolled 7 total plus 4. I guess I could do, what is the Thrill of the Hunt?
Yeah, if you want to add it to damage.
Oh, sure.
Plus,
It's plus 3, right,
Yeah.
I think?
yeah.
So that would be 14 total.
14 total. All right, one of the bolts, he's like kind of getting his eye, and he sees one, and it kind of swoops down, and he fires it, and it clips
Oh,
to
wait,
his
no, sorry,
wing.
20 total. I forgot to add the 6 from Sharpshooter.
Yeah. So it pins it on the wall momentarily, and it just kind of like morphs and kind of its wing kind of sloughs around the arrow, and it gets back to buzzing around.
He's like, no, you don't get away now, and he's gonna shoot again. Again, Sharpshooter. Ooh, that's a good one. 24 to hit, so that hits.
Yeah.
This one's hurt now, or no?
Yes, it is.
So that's
hurt.
an extra, what? D8?
2d8 plus a d6 plus 4.
Yeah, so 21 plus my Sharpshooter, so 27 total.
27. So 47 total points of damage in one round. Yeah, and as he goes away, and he kind of gets it, shoots it, and like shoots it like in the chest, and just kind of and go ahead and roll me a d100.
Nice. 40.
40.
40.
You regain 2d10 hit points.
Oh,
so
well, he only lost 2, so he's at full.
He
Then.
gets full. Yeah, he gets healed. Okay. All right.
Nice. What is his bonus action options? None. Oh, he did Hunter's Mark, so never mind. We're good.
Okay. Calasor.
So I am going to. How big did you say this room was roughly, Adam?
This part that you're in is about 40 feet in width, but it's only like 15 feet deep. The vast majority of the room is in the second section. I know I didn't draw it completely accurate, but.
All right, so I'm gonna cast Wind Wall, basically in a way that it like runs from wall to wall.
Okay.
And where it'll like pop up and hit as many people as I possibly could that I can see.
All right.
I can paste in what it does.
Yeah. Okay, it's up to 15 feet. It's 50 feet in length, 15 feet high. So yeah, you'll basically hit most of them. You'll be able to basically like run it through the Jade group, right?
Right. Yeah.
So
And
once
if there's some that are a little further back, they would just be stuck like behind the wall.
I get you. So let me read it. When the wall appears, make a strength saving throw, or take 3d8 bludgeoning, or take half on success.
And it's a 16 strength saving throw.
Sorry, Christopher actually went back to work. Okay. 16. Sorry, I was just responding to a text.
Yep.
How unprofessional of me. All right, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 saves, and I'll actually say that it'll clip 2 of the electric as well. Natural 20, fail, fail. So 1 success, 2 fails. 2 successes, 4 fails, and then 2 more. 4 successes, 4 fails.
Okay.
Oh wait, these are strength. Shit, not dex. 2 successes, 6 fails.
Okay. And so that's 3d8. That is 14 to the ones who failed and 7 to the ones who saved.
Nice.
Okay. So the 2 jades failed, so 14, 14, so that's 38. Or not the jade, the electric, 38. So one of the electrics pop.
14, 14 is 28.
28. Sorry, yeah. One of them pops. So pops. And then so 28, 46, 46 plus another 7 plus another 14. Is that it?
Mhm.
Yeah. So 60. Danny, help me with math. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me the numbers. I'll add them up.
7, 7, 14, 14, 14, 14.
So 4 14s, 2 7s?
Yeah.
70 total.
Or 5 14s.
Yeah, it's 70 total.
Yeah, 70 total. Thank you. I'm running a lot of things. My brain is not working.
That's fine.
So 97 total for that group. So yeah, Calisor, as the wall. Well, actually, how does it look when it comes in? Anything?
It comes from the ground up. And
Ooh,
so
okay.
it just like comes out of the ground kind of and
Yeah.
just straight up.
Yeah, so as the boards kind of rattle and rock and
Yeah.
and they don't rip the boards up, but there's walls and then these methods are just basically like flung and thrown, and someone's back against the wall, and like, and there's like one electric pops, and then 2 jades go pop, pop. Go ahead and roll me 3 D100. So let's do electric first. D100.
I'm just gonna do it here.
72. All right, you can go ahead and roll the next one for one of the jades, and the next one for one of the jades. Calisor, you gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Nice.
Okay.
2. At the start of the table, re-roll this table at the start of each turn. For the next minute, you have to roll a D100 at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
And,
In addition to whatever other D100s you're rolling.
yeah, so like you just feel like there's like weird crackling surge, and it's like your hair is kind of just like. So yeah, you have resistance to all damage. You have to roll a D100 at the start of all your turns, and then you roll a 19. 19. as like the wall hits the top of the ceiling, like it's weird. Some of it kind of gets like morphed into this like globule ooze, kind of picking up like the body of the Mephits, and then all of a sudden there's this deluge of grease that comes flying and splattering you. You're covered in grease. You've cast the grease spell on yourself.
Nice.
So I'll let you look up that spell.
Careful
But
where you walk.
covered in grease. Rock and that might kind of.
Rock immediately casts Fireball.
Question. I was going to bonus action Wild Shape.
Okay.
Would the grease stay on my Wild Shape, or would
It's
it
on the
not?
ground.
Yeah, no, it like covers you in the ground. Like in this case, it's on the ground. So it's like below you. Like it doesn't necessarily like cover and stick to you. Visually, it's on you, but it's on the ground around you.
Okay.
It's a slip and slide.
Yeah, I'm going to Wild Shape into my Diagnosis Dinosaur. So.
Okay.
We learned
Alright.
it's a Deinonychus, apparently.
Yeah, it's pronounced Deinonychus, apparently. I don't like it.
Yeah.
I like Dionysus. But alright, you guys so yeah, go ahead. You wild shape. Please mark off both of your wild shapes. Mark off your spell slots. You're concentrating on the wall. You didn't take any damage. So there you go. So yeah, Kalasor, you're like crackling with this weird energy, but you're also covered in grease, and now there's like a grease puddle below you. And I need to. Can someone tell me the dimensions or the grease?
Yeah, I'll look it up.
Thank you. All right, going on to Grant.
We are still covered in fog, all right?
Yes, if you're this blue box indicates this like 20-ish foot fog cloud. It doesn't quite fill everything. Like Grant, you managed to see Dorian get like his head slammed against the side and like he's bleeding out and everything.
Yeah. So I can't see if the two methods or whatever the things are between us. Yeah. So I'm just gonna sprint straight to Dorian and take whatever opportunity attacks happen along the way.
Okay.
And then kind of turn around and attack back at whatever hit me along the way. So I'm kind of using myself as sonar, and then swing back at whatever else is around.
Okay, so yeah, Grant, you are kind of skirting like the line of the fog, essentially, like kind of in it, kind of out of it. Two swipe at you. One of them, the one that's kind of on the outside of the fog, actually does ding you. You take, you take 4 points of slashing damage, reduced to 2 because your armor takes some of the brunt of it, and then you're
right.
Dorian.
Do I get -2 or minus? I get -3 from my.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, your proficiency went up, so you take 1 point.
Adam, just the grease spell does say when it appears, but if you're changing it, that's fine. I was just saying.
Oh, okay. When it appears. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and roll me that dex save.
What's the DC?
The DC will be the Mephit's DC, which is very low. So go ahead and roll me a DC dex save. Rock, how close were you to Cal?
I mean, he was on his shoulder, wasn't he?
That's right, you guys. Yeah. So in this case, you would have been Cal. So Rock and Kalasor both have to give me dexterity saving throws.
And that was before I wild shape.
Yes, because when you popped, it happened instantly as you popped them.
21.
Yeah, you're fine. You kind of managed to scuttle through and get out of the grease pit. Rock.
A 4 is good, right?
Yeah, you fall prone.
Okay. Do I land on the guy I'm trying to protect?
No.
Rock had moved. Rock had moved to go.
I know, but the whole spacing is still like. Keep in mind, like the width of this is 15 feet deep. This thing takes up 10 feet, right? So it's kind of like, y'all are like, you guys got out of it for the most part, but Rock is like in there prone now. So, this is fun. All right, Grant. So you're gonna swing at one of them.
Yeah, I guess I'll swing at the one that's not in the fog.
Yeah, and I'll say you can be mostly out of the fog, right? So you can swing normally at that one.
Sweet.
And then the acolytes or peasants or mill workers, whatever you want to call them, they're next.
Well, one of them is kind of dead.
Anything.
18 total.
That definitely hits. This is against the orange one, so go ahead and smacky smack. Thank you guys for helping with the numbers and everything. 3.
3 dead.
Okay. Anything with your bonus action? As your hammer kind of goes.
Yeah, I guess I'll spiritual weapon targeting the same guy, and then I'll use my war god to follow up with an attack after the spiritual weapon attacks.
Oh, nice. Yeah, level 6.
Level 6. Bam, bam, bam.
All right, I will. Let me find your pog. I have it somewhere. But go ahead. I'll summon the hammer for you in a second.
I forget. Does that thing let off light?
No,
The spiritual weapon does not.
no.
Okay.
I'm 99% sure it doesn't.
No, I don't think it.
Like not even a faint glow. I was just curious to see if I would see like a little blue glow inside this fucking fog cloud that I'm.
I mean, thematically, yes, but
Sure.
you wouldn't see through it.
No. I'm not saying it's gonna give me any mechanical advantage. I was just curious.
No, it could be. It's just like it just says floating spectral weapon.
Yeah.
So
I get that
however
it,
you
it
imagine
can't emit light
spectral.
in the D&D rules.
Yeah.
No.
But I'm just gonna pretend I see like this shimmer of blue in the fog cloud over where Grant was, and I'm like, that
Does
sounds
it count as a thing that I could cast light on?
No, it is
It's
not an actual.
object. Yeah.
That's been questioned before. It's not an actual object. So that is your hammer or your spiritual
First
weapon?
one is the +6 is the hammer attack. Is the
Okay.
spectral hammer attack.
Then, yeah, it hits. Go ahead and roll damage. As you apparate that, that blue, like one of your chains kind of jangles, and that blue hammer kind of whips up and smashes against the same method.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
4 force damage.
Nice.
What the heck damage?
Your
Come on.
D8s hate you.
Yeah, it's still the same one. Pop, pop, you've hit it twice, and it just keeps bouncing, kind of like it's not making full impact against it.
Alright.
Wait, actually,
One more hammer attack. Okay, not so good. 8 on the hammer attack.
8.
Screw it. Cash in a channel divinity. Turn it into an 18.
Yeah,
I
you
have not to do that before, don't I? Right?
No. You can do that one reactively. So yeah,
Okay, so then I'll cash in a channel divinity, turn it into a hit. Still got
Okay.
1 for the day, so it should be fine.
Yeah. So you go to swing and you're about to miss, so you kind of like feint with the spiritual weapon again, and then it like ducks down. You're like, haha, and you smash it with your hammer. All right. So go ahead and roll me the damage. Oh, is it 8 again, or no?
That one's a good one. 10 total.
There we go. Okay, nice. So you did 4 plus 8 plus. Okay, got it. So right on. So yeah, as you do this one that you hit, it goes. You feel the surge because you're close to it, and you now have a D4, a Tide of Chaos, and go ahead and roll me a D100. So now Al, Davis, and Grant, and technically Dorian, all have D4s for one roll. A 39.
Wait, does Grant have a lower to hit or damage bonus from his normal attacks than his spiritual weapon? Your spiritual weapon hits harder than you do?
It currently does. Yeah, because I have 3 wisdom, 2 strong. I'm an old man. I can't be that strong.
Grant, 30, was it 39 or 38? I already forgot. 39.
39.
Grant, you instantly heal 2d10 hit points.
Nice.
Oh wow, yeah, that's right. Because I rolled a 40. I'm like, that's very close to what I got.
Yeah, so go ahead and heal yourself.
2 HP. Back to 70.
Nice. All right. Is that it with your turn?
That is my turn.
Okay. Let's do a death save. Okay.
Oh, I was just supposed to heal him. That's what I was supposed to do. I have healing word. I
whatever.
got distracted.
It's okay. The Yusa is gonna like and start like stumbling out, get to the ladder, and start working his way up. Tommen is gonna be like, "What's going on?" and start running and not even notice the grease and run through the grease and slip and fall and just land prone.
Yakety Sax begins playing somewhere in the background.
Yeah.
He falls 3 floors directly onto Usa, who then falls onto Tommen.
Yeah. All right,
I
David.
open up the magic circle rope and toss them all in.
Davis followed up by Al, followed up by the myth.
Yeah, I saw what's his name fall, so I'm gonna run through the cloud to try and get next to him, and I'll once I get out and I
Okay.
can see him, I will use my bonus action, a moment of courage, and
All right, the one method claws at you and it like breaks off your little shoulder pad, no
am
damage.
I without a 10 feet of it? Oh no, it's attack range, not mine. Never mind. Yeah, I will use one merit die to heal him. That will heal him 6. So I rolled a 3 plus my charisma was 3, so 6, and then obviously he can spin.
He's back up.
Yeah, I figured he's full.
Yeah.
Like, get up and fight, man!
He's like, he doesn't respond. He's like a little out of it right now. Honestly, he's like,
Get up and not die.
Yeah, or not die.
Okay, so-
And I'm assuming. Well, so I know the thing swung at me, but I probably can't see it. So if I would attack, I'd be at disadvantage.
yeah, you're considered blinded because you're heavily obscured.
How much movement did I have? Probably only like 10 feet or so to get over there.
A little bit more because keep in mind this is much
Oh,
larger.
that's true. It's like 15 or 20.
Yeah, I was gonna say 20 at least.
Fuck it. I'll just stay where I'm at and swing wildly at the thing that swung at me. That was a disadvantage.
Sure.
Disadvantage first is gonna be not great weapon. What's my 14? Is that it?
It does hit.
Nice.
You kind of like swing and you don't hit it with the blade. You kind of hit it with the butt and the boom.
Yeah.
The blood.
Actually rolled max damage on that. 14 damage on that too.
And this is on an orange.
Yes,
Yeah, you just
so
hear, but it doesn't. Like, you don't feel like it's jolt or surge or anything. But yeah, you smack it hard.
So,
You definitely make contact.
Yeah, I'm like I don't even know if it's still there, but I'm just gonna keep swinging. Swing right in that
go for it.
same spot. Ooh, that's not gonna hit. That's a 10 to hit. Oh wait, but I
Misses,
can do
yeah.
my D4. Come on.
Oh, yeah, you
4. Oh, got a 4. 14.
That okay, now. Yeah. And you get this little crackle in your like travels down hearth guard and
Guides it.
Yeah.
9 more damage.
9, so 73. Okay, yeah, you pop it again. He's like, it's still. You definitely made 2 solid hits on it, but it's like,
Nice.
all right,
That's it.
Al. Oh, that's pretty much all. I'm assuming, Davis, right?
Yeah, that's all I got.
Okay, Al. You can't see. You're just in this.
Is David supposed to roll a D100?
I didn't kill anyone.
Oh, you did, it's only when you kill? Nice. Okay.
You hear Al mutter, "I can't see shit." And then you hear the ting if I'm dropping his rapier.
Okay.
He's gonna start playing his pan flutes. I'm gonna drop a shatter. My only goal is not to hit where I think people are. I guess the ladder and where I last remember Grant being.
Okay.
You heard me run over in that direction probably
the-
because I'm chunk whenever I run.
You have a good passive perception, so you would have definitely heard that. Chuk, 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 chuk.
And you probably
So
also
is the
heard me
fog
yell
cloud-
at the guy to get up.
Slapping him, yeah. Is the fog cloud 10 squared?
20. It's
20.
Yeah, like you maybe have about 10 feet on each side that you can kind of look around.
I have a radius of 10. Okay, then I'd probably aim for the corner. I'd try to get all 4 if I can do that blind.
You might be able to get 4. You might be able. You're just gonna throw it. Just kind of ping where. Like it's very hard for y'all to judge how many you're gonna hit, because they're all buzzing around and moving.
To just avoid the ladder, I'd be a few feet from the corner.
Oh, so in the fog cloud, trying to clip outside. And how big is the shatter again?
10-foot radius sphere.
What radius? You'll be able to probably hit 2 of these guys.
Okay.
If it's gonna do anything in the fog cloud, you might be able to hit 2. If you're gonna try to aim higher, maybe better. So you already called it, so 2. Go ahead. You con saves?
Con save. 15.
Failed. Mark off your spell slot. Tell me that damage.
Wow. Nice.
Yikes.
And this is thunder damage, right? All right.
Yes.
So 1 orange. What you just see, you kind of just hear something goes, "Ah!" And you feel a surge. So go ahead and roll me a D100, and then 83. Interesting.
$8, no whammy.
right, let me complete that guy, and that guy has your mark still. 83, 83. Each creature within 30 feet of you takes 1d10 necrotic damage. You regain hit points equal to the necrotic damage.
Oh, that's gonna be better than
Wait.
your spell.
So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Grant Davis,
Wait, within how many
Yeah.
feet?
30 feet.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, we're definitely within
Yeah,
30
you're gonna hit
feet.
all the peasants. You're gonna hit all your
I
friends.
just bring him back up, and you're gonna kill him again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
At least now he's not gonna fail a death save automatically.
You have 11 targets, so go ahead and roll.
What?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah, we're all in there. We're all down there.
So roll. What did I say? D.
1d10?
Yeah, 1d10. It's not very much, but
Let's hope.
7. Okay. All right. I gotta do numbers now.
I'm
Damn
at
it.
300% HP.
So there is no save. You just take it. So Grant, Davis, Yusa, and Dorian all take 7 points, and Dorian is back unconscious, and Yusa starts tumbling down.
So like I literally just been like, get up and fight, man, and then suddenly we hear like, and then like he's just like, ugh.
All right. Jesus. Okay. These things. Okay. So 7, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so 4 of them take 7. However, they are resistant to necrotic.
Oh.
4 times 7 is 28. So they take what? 14.
14.
So orange takes 14. Yeah, you just see like these black like little crackles, like ow, as you this like energy kind of emits from you. There's like black crackles, and you see it, and you're like, whoa! You kind of feel revitalized, but then you just hear Dorian and you hear there's and you hear a thud. That's 14.
Did you
That's
just
fine,
steal
I'm powerful.
HP from us, Al?
He did.
Fuck.
Well, he didn't steal it. He did damage to you, and then it would heal him. And then another.
Yes.
These
Excellent
things,
distinction.
yeah. So then this would be another 7 plus half, so another 11. The pinks. And Al, one of the pinks goes, ah! Go ahead and roll me another D100.
Oh god.
Oh, boy.
Hell yeah.
Chaining wild magic. Which one? 93? Is that what you just rolled? 93?
Yeah.
If we all become followers of the Sister of the Bounty or whatever, we can all cast wild magic all the time.
This is so perfect. So Al, as this like energy flows into you, you're like you feel so revitalized, and you just start growing. You become one size category larger. For the next minute.
So you're like not quite out of the
But
fog
it
cloud
shrunk.
on top, but you're like peeking near the top. Like if you jumped a little bit, you'd see out the top of the fog cloud.
Yeah. So Al, you are considered large right now.
I can see the top of Davis's glaive.
Yeah, you probably could. Here, I want you to be just a little bit bigger. There we go. There you go. Al, you don't know what's going on. Like, whoa. My lord. Are you moving anywhere, or?
I want to double check some numbers. So the shatter did 18 instead of 9 because there was 2 targets, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Or yes. And then you did like 40 something points of necrotic damage, but before resistance.
Nah, I don't think I'd move.
Okay.
If I still have a bonus action. If I don't replace my hunter's mark, does it expire? No, I'm concentrating
No.
on it, so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Still there. You sense that there's something like one of the orange ones within the fog cloud. You can kind of sense it a little bit.
Okay. Then said I don't know if I can use my pan flute anymore. Did that grow with me?
It'll just be really high pitched sounding.
Technically, because it's magic, all your equipment on you grows to compensate. You
Nice.
flush out of your clothes and stuff like that.
Then I'd like to give a bardic inspiration to Grant, but it's going to be very baritone.
Okay. Oh, also, we might be able to play a little bit longer because Anita is taking a nap at her friend's, so we are good. So
Oh.
bardic inspiration handed out to whoever needed to grab it. I didn't hear you. I'm so sorry.
Grant's up next.
Grant. All right. Grant, you got it. 1 bardic inspiration. Al, please mark it off. It is the Mephit's turn, followed up by Rock. All right, let's see if they recharge their Chaos Bolt. Nope. Yes. Yes. Nope. All right. So the pinks, they're gonna start. And they're all sort of like buzzing now down, getting a little bit more aggressive. And the electrics are gonna kind of, and like this entire time they're like crackling and sparking. And if you guys want to, I don't know if you can click on them. If not, I will put the tokens in the channel later. These are D&D methods. However, Jesse's friend Devin did this awesome recoloring and added lightning effects to them to make them look chaotic.
Nice.
So I'll post them later so you guys can get actually a really good look at them.
Nice.
So we'll start with the Chaos Bolt. So the pinks are gonna like, and they're just gonna like fire into the room where Marb, Rock, and Callisaur are. Marb's the closest one, so they're just gonna. Oh, natural 19 will definitely hit.
Yep.
All
What are
right.
they? What are they? Where, are they coming from? Where? What direction is the stuff coming from?
Kind of like, so your wall. Oh, you're right. Your wall might be. What's your wall doing? Is it physical projectiles or is it?
So
Here,
creatures in gaseous form can't pass through it. So I don't know if
they're not gaseous form.
arrows, bolts, and other
is-
ordinary projectiles.
Yeah, no, this is a magic bolt that's gonna be like hurled through it. This is like it's that same like prismatic like shifting, like it's like green, then yellow, then blue, then black, then red, then blue, then it's like just it's kind of like building up between them, and then like and they like laugh and fire it at Marb. I did roll a double, so I get to. It's gonna chain. It's gonna go after Rock, but Rock is prone, so it's a disadvantage, and it misses. So it like Rock, you see like it impacts this thunderous wave of energy, just kind of hits Marb, and then like pushes him back, but they repositions, and then it kind of like bounces towards you and it just slams to the ground, putting like splintering some of the wood. Marb take 14 points of force damage or thunder damage. I'll mark it off. And then the electrics will buzzing above you guys. They'll look at this like weird dino creature, and does a 12 hit your dino form, Jesse?
No, I have a 13. I'm also resistant to all damages at the moment. So if it was like,
Yeah. So no, it like they released this bolt, and it would have been 1. This like putrid green, like sludgy bolt, and just like slatters and kind of gets mixed in with the grease, but no effect. All right, and now the methods are going to start swarming. They're going to start. The oranges are just going to start flying out of the clouds.
Do I get an
Little
opportunity attack on that one?
I would say no, because your passive perception is not very high, and you wouldn't have really seen it.
Okay.
You're kind of blinded. This one will fly like into your face and see you and claw and miss. Now the electrics are gonna start dive bombing this group down here, and some of the.
they wouldn't be able to fly through my wall.
Yes, I realize that they're gonna
Okay.
try because they're tiny, right? So it's like they're not gaseous. They do that. So can they move through it?
It says it can.
Small or smaller flying creatures or
Yeah.
objects can't pass through the wall.
Yeah, and yours basically goes all the way up. So they're kind of like they kind of fly and they're like, "Ah!" And then they start to like redirect, and then they're going to use up a lot of their movement redirecting. But so yeah, wall is a nuisance. There you go. And then the pinks, these ones are gonna. This one's gonna come down, and then this one's gonna come down. Davis, they do enter your reach if you want to.
Heck yeah. Let's see, that's gonna be 9.
They enter your reach. You don't have Sentinel, right?
Oh no, that's right. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
Wait.
They
No,
enter-
is that part of Sentinel?
thought it was.
Well, I'll get.
Oh, maybe you're
I'll
right.
let you know.
Maybe it's you're right. Ready to start yours. You're right. Yes,
Yes.
you can smack.
It was a 19 and a 21 to hit.
So 19. So yeah, 19 hits. Go ahead and smack one.
6 damage on the first.
That's you only get one attack at the opportunity.
Oh, that's right. It's my reaction. So yeah, sorry.
So it's a pink. Yeah, you smack it. That's it.
Get away!
Okay. That's their turn. Rock, then Marb, then Cal.
What was Marb's damage, by the way? You said
I took it to him. I did it to him.
Okay.
Take 14. 14 thunder.
Okay. So he's 37. Okay, good.
Well, they're still flying about all willy-nilly, or are they a little more grouped now?
Well, they're grouped and they're kind of like barricaded. They're barriered by this wind wall that has emerged from the floor, and actually, because of the height of it, happens to be touching the ceiling. So I could draw in another line, I guess, to kind of show this.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna stand up
Wind wall.
and shuffle out of the grease. I think I mean.
Well, since you started your turn in grease,
Oh, do I fall down again?
well, if you stand up, so you have to crawl out first. So
Oh,
half your movement
okay.
speed crawl.
I will crawl out just until I'm out of it, and then attempt to stand up.
All right, are you gonna stand up over here or down here?
Like still next to this guy. I want to try and keep him alive. Hold on a second. Somebody just entered.
Yeah, so it's getting pretty crowded right in this front. But okay, yep, you stand up. That's all your movement. Because 15 feet. Stand up.
Yeah. So I got a guy here. I'll be back in a minute.
Oh, okay. So we'll go ahead and skip his turn and go to Marb.
Marb is he's hurting. So however like wherever he can back off to, like in this direction, if that's possible.
Here, yeah.
Back off.
Back off. Nothing's in range to swipe at him just
Okay.
because of the floor differences.
He still has Hunter's Mark on one of the green ones, I guess, so he'll shoot at that.
As you go, he goes the wind wall.
Oh, that's right. The wind wall's in its way. All right, so we'll just pretend that's his first attack. Is there any that is not behind the wind wall? Like any of the
no,
lower
actually,
ones? They're all
sorry.
behind.
They're all down. Like you'd have to reach over and fire down. I mean, technically, he would be able to kind of see some of these, but I would say that they have partial cover. But he ignores partial cover because of sharpshooter.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So yeah, you would do that then.
Okay, so yeah, fires up.
In fact, he'll even take sharpshooter shot. So this will be the second of his 2 attacks on his attack action then. I guess because you're making me use the first one to see like, oh, by the way, the wind wall doesn't. It works that way. Gotcha. Natural 1. So that's a miss.
Yeah, so one in the wall fires right into the shaft as it's grinding. And now it's just
Hey, look, it's spin around now. It's cool.
Right.
What is his bonus action options? Not a lot.
Not too many here.
Yeah, no. I mean, he could recast Hunter's Mark, but there's no point.
Or he could prep some spell. I don't know which
Yeah,
one.
he has Expeditious Retreat and Ensnaring Strike that are bonus actions, but nah, stay put. We're good.
Okay. Alright. Calisor, your turn.
I will just. About how far away is the closest green one from me?
Going up the stairs a little bit to be able to get in range and reach and kind of mash at it. 10, 15 feet. Like, keep in mind, like this room that you're in is maybe 15 feet deep, right? So this much.
Right.
Again, the line should be like over here. I apologize, I didn't draw it completely correct.
Yeah, I know you're good. Yeah, I'll just go ahead and am I still in the grease? Am I on the edge of the grease?
You're out of the grease. You managed to
Yeah.
make your way out.
Okay. So I'll just run at this one. I'll like jump through my wind wall, and as I do it, just like lifts me slightly higher off the ground than I would expect it to, kind of float, and then I'll just like come down on top of that one.
Sure. Go ahead. Catch up. I would say you probably don't get the benefit from your bounce or pounce because of the.
Right. Yeah. And so.
All right, we'll go right back to you, Rock, after Cal starts swiping and chopping.
The bite is 20 to hit.
Definitely hits.
First claw is 22 to hit.
Hits.
And the next claw is 15 to hit.
Okay. All of them hit. Do them in order because the first target would be a jade, and then the next logical one would be one of the electric blues. So I need to track it separately. So bite first.
Bite is 4 plus 2 piercing.
So 6. All right, that jade one. As you like bite it, it poof in your mouth, and you feel a surge, and you get another. You already had a D4.
Oh, I didn't roll my D.
Everything hits.
No, but at my 100 at the start of my turn.
Oh yeah.
Oh right. Shit.
Yeah.
Thank you for tracking, because I did not expect there to be this much magic.
Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna be mad. You are transported to the astral plane until the end of your next turn, after which you return to the space that you are. Yeah, so you go and lunge. You don't even get your attacks up. You go, and then you see. I guess Rock would see this Calusor Dinosaur leaps and then vanishes. So, yeah, sorry. You lose your turn.
Calusor?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
That wind wall really took him.
Yeah.
Do I see anything in this astral plane?
You kind of like, and you're just floating there, and it takes a moment for you to adjust, and you don't have no idea what's happening, and you just see this planescape of milky clouds and silvers and like kind of like shards of glass and star, and you're looking around. I'll get back to you after you got your next turn.
Well, Alec, just a question. What would happen to my wind wall? Would it
You're still
disappear?
concentrating.
Oh, ow! You're on another plane of existence. Yeah, I think it goes away, right?
I mean, I can look.
I don't think it says in the description of it.
That's a sage advice. I'm assuming if you go to a different plane,
I would assume it would go away as well. That's why. I was asking.
Okay, cool. We're gonna rule that it goes away because you're like on another plane of existence.
No, it's still there.
Oh, it is.
Oh.
Says there's a sage advice that if you're concentrating on a spell, do you need to maintain line of sight? You don't need to maintain line of sight. Da da da.
Does it say anything about plane of existence?
I mean that was on a stack exchange question, but
Okay, well, I'll leave it then. That's fine. Sage advice says so. Cool.
Tell us what transcends.
Yeah. Interesting. This is hectic. All right, Cal. Sorry. All right, go back to Rock.
Yeah. Okay. So seeing that it kind of worked. Oh wait, does anything happen to me? Because something happened to my eyes.
Oh, right. As you're kind of like blinking in that, it's weird. You kind of see this like other veil of a world kind of like superimposed with yours. It seems to match this one.
Do I see Calusor bamf from one world to the next?
You didn't. He did not happen to go into that same plane.
No, damn, see, different plane. Okay. Yeah. So seeing that it kind of worked the first time, I'm going to upcast another magnify gravity at as many as I can hit again. It's kind of hard to tell, so just kind of like here.
It's a 10-foot radius.
10-foot sphere.
Sphere. I'll say you hit 6.
Okay.
So I owe you.
So again, on 15 save. And because I cast it at a level 3, I get to add 2 more d8, so it's 4d8.
All right. So 5 fails and 1 pass.
Okay.
The 1 pass was a jade.
So that wasn't great. 16 total, so 16 for the fails, 8 for the pass. And again, their speed is half.
So that was 6 and 5 fails. So 5 times 16, 50, 80. 1, 2, 3, 4. Electric blue. 1, 2, 3, 4 get hit. So Danny, math again.
give me numbers.
4 times 16,
64.
64. 64 plus 28,
That's 82. No, 92.
92. Roll me 2 D100s, Rock. And you get, none of them are technically too close to you. So. And then Jade would have put it over the threshold as well. They roll me 3 D100s, Rock.
Okay, 96.
I'm cheating and looking to do that.
71
Okay.
and 39.
We already know what 39 does. 39 does 2d10 healing.
So yeah, that's the last one. So we got to do that one last, so he heals if he takes any
The other
damage.
ones are resistance. Sorry, I'm cheating.
That's fine. What does he get?
So you and all creatures within 30 feet of you gain vulnerability to piercing damage, but
Ooh.
then you specifically gain resistance to all damage for the next minute.
Oh, geez. So you and Cal are like super resistant in a sense. So just remember these thoughts on you guys, please. Take notes. I have way too much. And then, yeah, Rock, then you heal 2d10 if you're missing any hit points.
I'm missing 2, so I'm just gonna say I healed.
Yep, you heal. All right, cool.
Okay, and then I'm just gonna be like, Calisaur? Hello? Guys, do you see Calisaur? And I'll just stay next to, I can't read his name.
Tommen.
Guy.
Tommen. Marvel's like, that's some spooky shit!
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right, Grant, your turn, followed up by the mill workers.
The
Am I
dead
supposed
guys.
to roll an effect at the beginning of my turn?
No, it was only
Is that what-
Calisaur.
No, only Cal has to do it every single time.
Didn't I get one at the end of my? Okay. Anyways, then I will move past Davis and
Okay.
move straight ahead and try to attack the nearest method things that I can get.
Okay. You can attack 2 of them out of the fog. One of them is still kind of using the fog to its advantage.
Okay. So then the way I'll do it is I'll attack the first one
I forgot the
with a
fog.
regular attack, and then I will healing word Usa, I guess.
Okay.
Who's going to be like by my feet probably,
Yeah,
and then I'll use that to charge up my next attack.
gotcha. And because I forgot to mention it, the fog is spreading, but I'm not going to negatively impact you because I forgot to mention it this time. So go ahead.
Alright.
Oh, okay. Cool. Then I will be blind next turn essentially.
Yeah.
All right, I'll be blind for the first attack.
Okay. And you're attacking the orange one, I'm taking it?
Yeah. Second attack is a 14.
Definitely hits. So go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, you smack it, and it's the same one that's been like eluding you, and then you smack it, and you like really hit it hard and like against the side. You kind of smear it a little bit, and then you feel this jolt of energy. You get a Tide of Chaos or D4, and go ahead and roll me a D100, and then you can heal Yuta with your bonus action.
$99.
Let's go.
Because it gets to roll.
You regain all expended sorcery points.
I will say this. No, I will say this. It'll be more. You gain your choice of your channel divinity back or one of your war priests back.
Nice. I like
I will
it.
give you that.
Oh, what channel defense? I haven't even used my war priests yet today.
Okay, so you feel that you feel this like weird tingling surge, and then like it kind of follows down to your holy symbol, and then your holy symbol just pulses with that blue cold energy.
Am I sure it's the law bearer, or is it somebody else influencing me?
You can intuit that it's a law bearer, kind of like reaffirming its presence with you.
Protecting me from that evil mother of bounties, right?
Sure, yeah. So yeah, go ahead and healing word the down. Are you doing Yusa or are you doing Dorian? Blondie or
Whoever's closest to me. I get. Like if I'm standing right next to Usa, I'll just healing word him.
okay, you can do Yusa. I'm gonna move you up here, just kind of make it a little bit easier with spacing. Gonna move this bit around.
Yeah, I healed Dorian earlier, I think, right?
Yeah. There you go. Okay. All right, Yusa kind of. Yeah, he's back. All right, death save again for Dorian. Dorian is technically exhausted, and okay, that's one more for Dorian rolled. Tommen is just going to continue crawling. He's like, ah! All right, Davis, Al, Mephits.
So I am just completely blind here.
Yes, it is like spreading. It's starting to seep over into the other room as well. But I said I was going to, okay.
Well, no, but I'm definitely blind.
Yeah.
But I was kind of already next to him, and I probably would have heard him like fall over again.
Yeah.
So I'll even use my turn as an action just to try and find him. Like if you need me to do an investigation to try and find him, then
I will say you don't need to do that, but doing that allows you to bonus action heal him.
Okay. Then yeah, I will go ahead and do another bonus action heal on him.
All right,
And
he's back up.
As I say, I don't. Whatever his hit points are, I think I don't even have to roll.
No, yeah, he's back up, but now he's got 2 levels of exhaustion.
Like, buddy, just here, get somewhere safe. And actually, you know what? I'm gonna try and drag him.
You can switch positions with him.
Okay, I'll do that then. That's fine.
There we go.
And then I guess
Alright.
that's all my turn, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
and when you're moving him, it doesn't provoke the opportunity.
Right. Okay. Perfect. I love it.
Al, you feel big.
What's going on?
It's really
Nice.
awkward. I should. There's like this. You really don't fit in here anymore because like the center of this place is taken up by the grinding bowl. You're like, oh boy.
Davis, what the hell?
Who the hell said that? What?
Yeah, exactly.
Sounded like Al, but it's
All right.
I'm I guess I'm gonna fumble for my rapier and then fumble forwards and try and find.
your little
I'm gonna search
toothpick
for some
rapier.
efforts. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't affected by the magic with you, so you gotta look for it. You don't find it. You don't have a high enough passive investigation.
This is bullshit. I'm gonna draw my dagger and walk forwards.
Your dagger's bigger than your rapier now.
Yeah, actually.
Oh yeah.
You draw it and you're blind. You can kind of hear some things buzzing around in the fog, but it's up to you.
Mm. My friends don't buzz. I trust myself.
Go ahead. Swing at disadvantage.
Womp womp.
Just fog. But I get a second attack.
First one miss is, yeah, I don't think you have a D4 anymore.
Okay.
I don't think so either.
Did you use?
I don't think so.
No,
either.
yeah, you didn't. So you could technically try to make that 8 into something better if you wanted to.
I'm gonna save it for my second set of attacks.
Okay.
For Hunter's Mark, do I need to be able to see the target? Let me double check.
No, you
I think so.
don't necessarily need to see it. It kind of helps you spot it. I mean, you would be typically attacking it, but you are doing this kind of like a horde mentality. So if you're attacking, but right now you don't know if you're attacking an orange or if you're attacking a pink or an electric. I'm determining that for you.
So would I be able to apply Hunter's Mark to the thing I don't see?
No,
You do have to
you,
see.
you have to see it to be able to.
There we go. Okay. Nice. Okay, then I'm gonna swing wildly again.
Disadvantage.
Hey.
Oh, hits. You're good.
I'll find you.
Yeah, so you just gotta like, you stab. I'll find you. Go ahead and roll D4 plus Dex. And technically, it's not the enlarged spell, so your size category went up.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
I read up on that. I was like,
Yeah, I'm sorry. Max damage though to a pink.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice. All right, yeah, you go. It's like hisses in the fog. All right, anything else in your turn?
I will. What can I use my bonus on? I haven't cast a spell this turn.
Yeah, so Grant still is inspired, and I don't know what else. Forgot to give him the trophy. Inspired. There we go.
If I wanted to inspire Davis, could I just use my booming voice instead of an instrument?
Say it one more time.
Can I inspire Davis with my giant voice instead of an instrument? Or do I need that as an implement?
No, you can boom. Like you don't have to have an instrument to do the inspire. I just need to see if you can see it. As a bonus action, one creature that can hear you. Yeah, he can hear you. So yeah, booming voice. Boom. Yeah. What do you say?
We've got this, Davis.
All right, Davis, you're inspired.
No, I now have the frightened condition.
If you want to,
I cannot move closer to it.
Dazed and confused.
I'll
as
reaction
well.
counter charm against myself.
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
No, it's cool, Davis. Trust me.
You got this. Trust me.
All right. Method turn, because I believe that's all you got, right?
Mhm.
All right. So orange recharge. No, doesn't recharge. Electric. No, pink recharges. Electric recharges. Jade recharges. We got 3 recharges. All right. As the fog cloud starts spreading, it catches onto the wind wall and just starts, and it's gonna start being quickly dispersed. So the fog cloud just kind of catches lips, and the fog cloud just starts puffing it up and through, and it seems to be carrying the fog cloud up and through to the second and third floors. All of a sudden, you guys can see what's going on, and you see people down and all that.
I smile and wave at Davis.
Yeah.
The fuck?
Yeah. All right. So oranges did not recharge. So pinks are going to fire a bolt at Al. Ooh, natural 20. Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm beefy, right?
Ooh. Oh, and I rolled a double too, so it's gonna chain. All right, Al, you take. I gotta look at my table. I hope you guys don't mind all the tables this fight. Force damage again. Al, you take 22 points of force damage as this like crackling. Boom! It's like, oh god. Concentration check on your hunter's mark. It's force damage that you don't get to, and then it chains. It's gonna chain off to Davis. Oh, that's the wrong side of die. I pulled it. Misses you, Davis. I think
16,
11.
16
Yeah.
AC, yeah.
Yeah, misses. You maintain concentration on your hunter's mark. Davis, this like weird crackling bolt at your feet, and you're like, oh god! It almost strikes Dorian. The next ones are going to fire. The electrics are going to fire at down. They're going to fire down at Grant. Misses. And the Jades are going to fire at Rock. Rock does a 22 hit you?
Rock.
That is a affirmative.
Okay. You take... Ooh, and it chains as well. You take 14 points of... Wow, they keep rolling force damage. And then it'll chain off to... Who's the closest? Oh no, Hamon's the closest. Oh, this is Tommen with as like more of the floorboards start splintering and shattering. He's like, he just keeps crawling away. All right. And then now they're going to start swooping in for their attack. So the oranges, the pinks are just all going to and the electric are just all going to swarm Al. Because this giant target. Buzz, buzz.
I'm still squishy.
So,
I'm gonna wave bye to Davis.
don't worry. So far, 14 and a 12, 16 and a 12, 12 and a 13, 17 and a 5, no, and a 6. Jesus. 18 and a 15. Last wave.
These are all misses so far, right?
17 and something lower than that. Sorry.
I use my mattress size shield and just
Yeah, it sounds like, you know when it's raining on a tin roof?
Yeah.
It's exactly like what it sounds like is they're like clawing at your oversized buckle.
It's like little
Ow.
shitty pea-sized hail on a tin roof.
And that is why Valor Bards are broken.
they're so annoying.
The other two are going to sweep down at Rock, because he's been blowing up their friends. So...
Can they make it through the wind wall?
The wind wall's gone. Or no, that's right. It's still there.
No, we're also there. So yeah, these three try again, and then frustratedly they can't, and these three are able to kind of skirt around at this point. Only 2 attacks. Let me reroll. Does a 20 hit you, Rook? If a 20 hits you, Rock, you take 3 points of slashing damage, which you are resistant to.
Right.
So,
Oh, wait, yeah. When I took that 15 damage or 14 damage, I have 1 minute's worth of resist everything.
so yeah, lower that.
Does that just get cut in half, or?
Yeah. So you would have taken 15, half is 7, and then this one is 1. So you take 8 points total through all this.
Oh no.
Uh-huh. You're not concentrating on anything, so no check. All right, Rock, then Marb, then Cal.
These things are annoying me. I don't know if this will work, but I'm gonna cast Disguise Self on myself.
Okay.
I have no idea if it works like this, and I'm gonna turn myself into I look like a hag, and I'm gonna cackle at these stupid things and be like, "Stop! All of you, stop now!" And I'll just stand there and see what happens.
All right. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, okay, I'm good at those. Come on, lucky something. Ooh, that's not bad. Oh, but it's minus.
You have a port?
Oh, well,
you
15
can't
minus
use it now.
13.
What was
13
it?
total. I rolled a 15, but minus 2, 13 total.
13 total. They kind of like keep buzzing around. you don't know. You don't know.
Oh,
You can't
right. Sorry.
hand them, right? So.
Okay. Yeah,
All right.
I'll just stay there to see if they look.
Cool. All right. Arb.
So the fog cloud's gone, but that wind wall's still there. So can he like get over to the railing over here and like look down?
Who's he?
Sorry, Marb. I'm doing Marb.
Oh yeah. He's certainly good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he knows he can't shoot at anything like in this direction, so he's gonna look over here, and I'm assuming he can take shots at the ones swarming Al.
Yes, you can see a giant swarm surrounding Al.
Nice. He goes, "Whoa, that's sick, dude!" And then he's like, "Yeah, I'm gonna take a shot." And he goes, "Fuck
Well,
off."
technically, some of these should have been done at advantage, but fuck it, I already messed up. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, because of flanking. Yeah.
Oh yeah, just the swarming rule. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, okay. So his hunter's mark's on a J. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. It's not. He can't shoot it, so he's gonna shoot.
It's on a jade.
Yeah, he'll go ahead and sharpshooter shoot one.
Pink, orange.
Oh, pink.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure he misses though. That'll be a 9 to hit.
Yeah, totally misses. He's still like he can't find his mark. He's still.
Yeah. After that, maybe he won't sharpshooter. We'll do a regular shot.
For it.
That's definitely gonna hit 24.
24 hits. Yeah.
Alright, so no hunter's mark on this. And is it damaged? Should I do 2d8s?
What color was it again? Pink.
Pink, yeah.
Pink is technically damaged. So yes,
So 2d8
you can do
plus
2d8
4.
plus 4, and then I guess
Oh,
you
right.
can do thrill the hunt.
Yeah, might as well. So 14 total.
14 total. Go ahead and roll me a
A d100.
D100.
Nice.
Yeah, Davis, Grant, and Al, you guys get that surge of Tides of Chaos.
He rolls 66.
6.
So I gotta roll.
Ooh, that's a good
1d100.
one.
I don't think I have a Modron. I don't have one, I don't think.
Wait, what are you
I
talking
don't have
about?
one. Wait, what'd you roll?
66.
Oh, 66. I thought you said 6.
No,
Sorry.
no. Oh, is it like summon a Modron or something like
You
that?
summon him, yeah, something.
No, it's 3
Up to-
creatures.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and zappity zap.
So, yeah, I'll zap.
One pink, one electric,
Yeah, let's
one.
do one of each. Might as well.
So
do you
go
want to
ahead
just run
and roll-
roll 40-10 once or at 3 different
Yeah,
times?
40 times once, because it's one effect.
24 total.
Jesus. Okay. Another pink pops. Go ahead and roll me another D100. Electric pops. Go ahead and roll me a D100. You said 24 total, right?
Yes.
Uh-huh. An electric pops. That's 2 more, and then an orange does not pop.
Okay, so that's what I rolled. So he regains his lowest level expended spell slot, I guess? Which I
Okay.
think is a second spell. I think he's only used the second
Yeah,
level.
yeah, so get that back.
And
I'll give
then
it back to him.
maximize the damage of the next damaging spell you cast within the next minute. Okay.
Okay, cool. All right. Nice turn.
Yeah. And who has the Tides of Chaos?
The 3 of you on the ground, because I'm not. Y'all are so swarmed and everything
Gotcha.
that I'm just gonna say scattered down to the. Well, technically Yusa and Dorian as well. So all of you downstairs get it.
Who? Actually, so yeah, he sees them down there. He hasn't used his bonus action. Marb, I think, well, can he like jump down and try and cure wounds on Dorian?
He does. No, he uses action to shoot. Your wounds is a.
Oh, it's an action. Shit, that's right. He doesn't have a bonus action healing spell. Never mind. So yeah, he'll stay up
I
there.
can get Dorian. I won't let the boy go down.
Yeah, I was thinking cure wounds was bonus action, but it's not.
Okay, cool. Calasor, as you're floating through this space, drifting, silvery clouds, milky waves of energy, silvers, pale blues, and purples and starlight. You're just drifting. It's silent. What are you doing?
I mean, aren't I supposed to bamf back at the start of my turn?
End.
Next turn?
I think it's the end, if I remember right.
It is.
Yeah, it's the end of your next turn.
So I have a turn in
In
here.
that school, yeah. You basically have a turn in the astral.
Ah, okay.
Sorry.
You can prep stuff potentially. Out of character.
Yeah. I guess I would go ahead and I can't cast bark skin in my animal form though. So yeah, I can't actually really cast anything while I'm in this form, and I don't want to change out of it. So do I need to roll another D100 because it's the start of my turn?
Yes. So,
Nice.
so 18.
That is awesome.
What is it?
You grow a long beard made of feathers that remains until you sneeze, at which point the feathers explode out from your face.
Which is kind of fitting because,
It's
like,
so fitting.
well, it's fitting because, yeah, like, I believe, feathers on dinosaurs. So literally, like, extra feathery dinosaur.
So we saw you bamf away, and then you're gonna come back with a fucking luxurious feather beard.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a perception check while you're in the astral. Just for fun.
I rolled a 1 + 8, so 9.
9. It's just a weird space, and you're kind of thinking, like, you're starting, like, what's going to happen? And it's like beard grows, and you kind of sense it and feel like you kind of claw at it, and then all of a sudden, you're back.
All right.
And you hear like, and you can see the wind wall. It's just like, oh god. All right. Grant, followed by the workers, followed by Davis.
Same turn as last turn, except all healing word Dorian this time. So
Okay.
get him up.
Gotcha. Dorian is up. You mean Yusuf, right?
Use of it, yeah.
Yeah. Gotcha. So go ahead and in order smack.
Attack. Oh my god. What?
You did get your channel divinity back.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Always
Yes,
miss.
I'll definitely cash it in. Hell yeah.
So I'll allow it. I think that So you cashed it in again. Law bearers, pints. Go ahead and connect. Are you doing electric or a green or a jade?
Jade.
Jade. All right. 14. And guys, sorry, I knew this fight would be kind of long, but I didn't realize how long. But y'all are doing
Okay.
great. All right, you smash it. Yeah. All right, then you got to heal. So go ahead and heal him. And then as part of that heal, you can smash.
Alright, 5 of healing.
Yeah. And he's got 1 level of exhaustion. Okay.
And an 18.
Oh,
23.
nice. Yeah, definitely. Go ahead and roll me the damage.
10 damage. That was a good strike.
Nice.
Against on
It's on the
Jade.
Jades again.
All right. The Jade. Again, go ahead and roll me a D100. And then Peasants and Davis.
21.
21. Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws against the next spell you cast within the next minute. Not bad.
I need to cast some AoE. Oh god.
I mean, you can choose them as not your enemies.
Oh, I can make Dorian P. He will have disadvantage.
Yeah. Yusa stands, Dorian stand, and they're not gonna try to go up the ladder. They're just gonna like back up and like kind of get away from this giant individual.
Stay
That,
behind us.
Yeah.
I take an opportunity attack. I'm just kidding.
Tommen is gonna now stand and then continue moving away. All right, Davis.
Yeah, I'll just
Al.
as they've walked by, I'll be like, "That's right, keep back," and then yeah, I'll actually. Is there enough room for me to get around here and like flank these guys to try and?
Sure.
I mean, not to abuse mechanics or anything, but
No, that's fine. I understand. You're fighting tactically.
right.
Sure. There you go.
The trophies I have a Vortic Inspiration. I think I also have a Tide of Chaos too, right? I got all
You
sorts
do.
of shit.
And I have. Yeah. So.
Alright, then I am definitely gonna Greater Weapon Master smack something.
Okay. Let me do lightning bolt. Or where is it?
Oh, the Tide of Chaos.
Yeah.
This should hit. It is minus 320 to hit, so.
Definitely have.
10 plus 16 damage on the first hit.
I know it was a pink, right?
Yes, sorry. These will
Okay.
be all against pink.
Okay, is it 16?
16 on the
Right.
first.
You smack it. Pop.
It pops, you said?
No, you smack it. No, it does not.
Oh, pop. Okay, gotcha. Second one, I also Greater Weapon Master again. Same thing, 20. So that should hit.
Okay. Yep.
Oops.
Yeah.
And then I drop my d10. And let's do a different one. 7, 4 plus 6, 17 damage on the second one.
That one does pop, so you get your Tide of Chaos again if you were to use it, and go ahead and roll me a D100.
Pink bubbles, pink bubbles, pink bubbles, pink bubbles, come on. No, I don't think I got it. 84.
For each creature with the necrotic
Oh,
damage.
god damn it! Well, sorry guys.
Alright, so within 30 feet, so it's everyone downstairs again, basically.
Okay.
So
You
Grant,
want me to roll
Al,
that d10?
Memphis. How much did you roll? 10?
I don't know, I'll roll the d10. I rolled a 6.
6. Okay, so Al, 6 damage.
Fuck, I'm at 6.
Huh?
I was at
He's
6.
out.
Oh no! Al. Oh, no.
Fall
Al.
on Davis.
And, alright.
But I haven't used my bonus action yet, so I will get Al back up.
Alright, Grant, you take 6
Plus.
points of damage. Torian, use the fall.
I'm assuming I just healed full. I'm only down 9.
Yeah.
God damn it. I'm literally gonna spend my entire day's spells on this kid.
Alright, you said 6, so that's to the oranges, that would be, if it was full damage is 18, 18 divided, halved, add, go ahead and roll another one, you got another pop.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's see. 7 total.
Alright, go ahead, I trust you, just go ahead and tell me what it is.
I guess Fireball centered on myself.
Oh god!
Okay, they're all dead.
Okay.
Alright, Yusa and Dorian are
Probably.
incinerated.
Yes.
No, incinerated.
I was just coming up with some like a speech I was gonna give them when we finish this fight
Oh,
about
boy.
the law bearer had protected him all this time and not the harvest mother, and she had abandoned him in this moment. But instead, we're just gonna kill him.
Should I just roll the 86?
You just-
Yeah,
I'll do it in here.
Grant, Al, you automatically fail because you're unconscious, so you take a failed death save. Grant, you can give me a dexterity saving throw.
I mean, it would be my DC somehow.
It would be theirs if you don't have one.
I
So
don't.
for them, it's very low.
I don't have a spell
Grant, you
save
fail.
DC.
30 points of fire damage, Grant. These guys all take 30.
Fuck, I rolled
That-
good.
That is actually, Davis. Pop, 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 pop.
Oh my god,
pop.
how many D100s am I rolling?
7 D100s.
Jesus Christ, I'm gonna do them in here instead of rolling them manually.
This is before you get the chance to heal anyone.
Oh, I know.
So, yeah, Al, I'm sorry.
Alright, we'll roll them in order. First one.
Al has 1 failed death save.
53 is I'm immune to being intoxicated by alcohol for the next 5d6 days.
Okay.
That's very useful.
It's important that I know how many days. I need to know how many days. Okay, 22 days. I'm good.
Just you as Davis do not know this, but put this on your sheet somewhere.
Yeah, I will. This is the second one. 45 is I cast levitate on myself. Sick.
All right, so you're now levitating.
Well, I mean, I'll choose to stay on the ground for now.
No, I understand. Yeah.
Here's the third
There you go.
one. 45. Oh, no, that's 66, which we've seen before. Oh, up to 3 creatures within 30 feet of me take 4d10 lightning damage. Are those last 3 fuckers up there? Are they within 30 feet?
I'm doing the math. 2 of them are.
Okay, yeah, I'll pop them.
Okay.
If I can.
One electric. Yeah. Go ahead.
I'll just roll them in here.
Well, that went from a cluster to another type of
Oh,
cluster.
Jesus.
Yeah, pop. You're gonna roll me 2 more after this.
So let's see, how many have I rolled? 1, 2, 3. So I had 7 originally, and now it's 9 total, so I need 6 more?
Yeah.
Yes.
90, so I become invisible for the next minute. And during that time, other creatures can't hear me. So not only did I just like kill everything practically, now I'm like later. All right, next one. So I got 5.
On the lightning, you didn't have to pick 3 targets, right?
So I have what, 5 or 4 after this?
4 more. 5 more. Hey, on the lightning, you didn't have to pick targets if they're in range, right?
No. It's up to 3.
Up to 3. Okay, yeah, then you're good. Okay.
So that one is I'm surrounded by faint ethereal music for the next minute. So I just disappeared, and then you hear like.
Okay.
All right, 38 is. Oh boy, 1d6 flumps controlled by the DM appear in unoccupied spaces within 60 feet of you and are frightened of you. They vanish after 1 minute.
All right. I don't have flumps, but here you go. 4 flumps.
Okay.
Just find something flump adjacent.
So.
Should I know what a flump is?
No.
Yeah, no, but you should look it up because they're a joke creature.
So now I'm
Okay.
invisible, but so actually this breaks my invisibility, I think, because it says if I cast a spell, then invisibility ends, and this says you cast mirror image.
Then yes, you.
So yeah, now you see 3 of me
You can't
suddenly.
Yeah.
But you hear music too.
Yeah. All right, I'm not gonna bother with the flumps because they're gonna probably go away.
And this one is for the next minute I can teleport up to 20 feet as a bonus action. Okay. And then I
Okay.
think 1 more or 2 more.
We'll just say 1 more because this is a lot.
62 is for the next minute. I must shout when I speak. Okay, so me normally.
And now you have your bonus action. What would you like to do with your bonus
Oh yeah,
action?
my bonus action. I will yell at Owl like very loudly. Get up and fight! And I will bonus action heal him.
How many?
I've got. How many do I have left? I have 3 left. I'll go ahead and use all 3.
All right, Al, you can spend up to 3 hit die to heal as well.
And you'll.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I just want you full. Where's? Oh, I lost one of my d8s. 12
Al has
plus
1 level of
16.
caution.
Is it charisma mod on every merit die?
No. You don't do the.
Oh no, so merit die up to charisma mod. That's what it is. Sorry,
Yeah.
yes. So 16 plus whatever hit die you roll.
Yeah, so Al, you can roll up to 3 of your hit die because he spent 3 merit die to heal you. You already healed 16.
Nice.
So spend as you wish.
So wait, he gives an additional 16
Right.
on top of that?
After you roll. Yeah.
And you can spend up to 3 hit dice, and you get your Constitution modifier.
On top of 16? Okay.
28 total.
Nice.
Okay. All right, Al's conscious. There's 1 more. Al, you take consciousness. What would you like to do?
I'm very confused.
Mhm.
I'll voice that. I'm very confused.
And you
Yeah,
you saw 3 of me shouting at you, by the way.
And then as you kind of like look around, you see 2 charred corpses on the ground.
Al's probably gonna stay sitting and just think about his decisions. What is it? Can it
Yeah,
be
there
time
you go.
based, please?
There you go. I'll do like that. There you go. There you go. God, this is ridiculous. All right, Al, you just.
Flumps, where do you want them?
He's gonna. I'm gonna stay sitting. I'm gonna pull out my lutes and just try to meditate or something.
Try to comfort yourself. You're still large. Okay. I'll just mark you as prone. Alright. Rock. There's one. You think there's one Jade just buzzing around behind the wall.
You know what? Just for funsies, because I look like a hag, I'm gonna witch bolt it.
Oh, go for it. Nice. It fails its save.
Cool. So one of these. That's a 4 plus 7. 11.
How much?
11 total.
It pops. Roll me a D100.
These
Also,
these are scary.
Adam,
Ooh, a 7.
the building is
These-
kind of on fire now, isn't it?
Ah!
I mean, we're near the stone bowl, so maybe the stone bowl ate most of it? I don't know.
You're fine.
74.
What?
74.
74. What is the last chaos? Well, no, actually, technically, we have to still roll for the next minute for Callus.
That's true.
Rip.
What happens? Sorry.
You just
A
have, you have
random
to keep
creature
rolling.
within 60 feet of you is poisoned. Just roll me a D1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Roll me a D6 or D7 technically because of yourself.
What?
You want me to roll it for you in the roll 20?
I mean, I can just do it in the roll 20.
Yeah.
Oh, you meant him. What was 74?
That's the
roll.
wild magic table that you...
All magic. You, Rock, are number 7. So you are no, sorry. Tommen is number 7. Tommen is poisoned for the next D4 hours. So go ahead and roll me a D4.
Oh. 2.
Dude, he's poisoned for the next 2 hours. He's not looking too good.
Well, his friends are dead, so...
Detect poison. I can't.
So
That drop.
I know technically it's Marb's turn next, but I've just bamped in from the realm and don't know that Rock is Rock. And he's a hag. So I'm going to charge at Rock. And attack. I just saw him throw a bolt and kill something, which is a little confusing, but it's a bolt, and I don't know what happened. So I'm going to attack Rock.
Is the wild magic at the start of your turn or at the end of your turn? The one thing I need to know.
I do roll one, I guess.
It's at the start of each of his turns.
Yeah, so roll a D100 first. 67. All right, 67. You are frightened of the nearest creature to you.
Which is Rock! So you can't charge him! But you really want to charge him, but you're like, shit!
I mean, you can technically drop your form if you wanted to cast a spell at him.
Yeah, I'll drop form. The callus.
It's kind of thematic, by the way.
It is. I love this. All right, go ahead and
And
spell at him.
I'll do call lightning down on him.
Yeah, you will. Thematically, as the wind, because the wind wall's still there, the wind wall like conjures up, and there's still that fog cloud up there, and then you all of a sudden, Cal, you kind of see like that fog cloud starts to like darken. You bring your fist down to call down the lightning. Go ahead and zap him. Brock, give me a dex save.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, that's a solid 2.
Okay. You take full damage. No, you have resistance because of your fucking thing.
Yeah.
Yes, I still have resistance.
Go ahead and roll the damage, and if you upcast whatever spell you casted it, just hit him.
Yeah.
At this point, I imagine Marb's like, whoa, Calysaur, no, it's not Rock.
I mean, does Marb know that I didn't really announce it or anything?
No, but he saw you appear in place, like...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess.
Marb was on the correct plane. I was,
Yeah,
I
right.
was not.
Rock, you take 12 points of thunder damage as this lightning bolt crackles from like around the stairs and just strikes you.
Are you
Do I see Calysaur, right?
You do.
Yes,
You need to give me a
beard too.
concentration check to see if you can maintain disguise self, or you can just drop it. It's up to you.
Disguise self is not
Disguise self isn't concentration,
Oh yeah.
and all I see is Calysaur attacking me with a beard, so he could be evil Calysaur for all I know.
Yeah.
It's like Evil Abed from Community.
Yeah.
Like he just, yeah, right. Like he disappears, comes back with a beard, and zaps me. I don't know what's going on.
Fine, so we're gonna continue this then. Cal zaps you. That's his turn. So Grant, you guys are
Marv
below.
gets
Right?
to go.
Oh, right, Marv. So Marv will call out, whoa, 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 right? And you
Yeah,
can,
Marv will be like, hey, that's a friendly, and like even maybe wander over there and like tell him to stop or something like that, and be like, hey, Rock,
Okay.
stop that. It's like that's not really Rock. I mean, that's not a hag. That's Rock.
Well, then again, how would Marv feel about seeing feathery bearded Cal?
I kind of think he would be like, that's a dope beard too, by the way. Where'd you
Okay,
get that?
that works. That's fine. So that goes around. Okay, so Grant, you hear whoa, 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 but you hear this like thunderbolt just crack down. You're down. It's it's a little bit of a climb. It's not huge. Get back up. But you also see.
I look over at the 2 charred corpses. There's nothing I can do.
I mean, they're recently dead, but they're charred. They're like
Gold diamond.
borderline. Like if you tap them, you think they'll turn to ash, but they don't. So what was that? Sorry.
No, I probably want to go check on them because he didn't want to like bring harm to them.
But yeah, go ahead and give me a medicine check. And I'm gonna end the battle music at least for now.
19 total.
Yeah, they are. Man, it's not even 3rd degree burns. They're like 4th degree charcoal.
Yeah, so he's like halfway into his pack, pulling out the nature's kit, and he just shakes his head.
Yeah.
And kind of says to Davis, "God, what have we done? We just wanted to ask questions."
I didn't do that. I don't know what happened.
Okay, we're gonna continue real quick just for a moment. All right, Tommen is still just panicking, and he's like, and he's just running out. Davis, you have your little discussion. I didn't do that. You're floating up in the air, so
Yeah, I'm like Essek, and I'm just kind of barely floating.
yeah, gotcha.
Right.
So
Actually, I'll just because I'm like, this is weird, and I'll just like go up 5 feet and then back down 5 feet and be like, huh.
okay. Then Al, you're feeling better, but you definitely like what happened? No.
Just from sheer confusion, Al's gonna try and slowly try and think of what's going on, try and figure things out.
Okay.
Try to think smaller.
Yeah.
Go back to normal size.
All right. Rock, real quick. You got attacked. Marv is kind of imposing the way. You see what you. It's up to you. It might be evil Cal. What would you like to do?
I'm gonna just I'm not sure. I'm gonna drop back to being Rock,
Okay.
and I'm gonna like, Calisaur. Is that you, or are you evil Calisaur? What's the name of the frog, your frog friend that we met?
Okay. Well,
And I will hold any actions, and if he gets it wrong, I'm going to cast a spell at him.
I got you. All right. Marv is, I guess, still imposing, being like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, are you evil, Cal? I didn't think about this, and draws
Actually,
his
I think
bow.
he's just checking out the feather beard.
Okay. Yeah. He's like, dude, my man, that's a
It's
sweet
like,
beard.
it's not the color of feathers I would have chose, but that's pretty cool now.
Mm-hmm. All right. Cal, roll your D100 before you do anything.
Uh-huh.
I'm sorry.
If you bamf out again,
Oh, what's that one? Oh no, that's good.
What is it?
It's for the next minute, you regain 5 hit points at the start of each of your turns.
Okay.
I gotta extend this out. That no, I'm just kidding.
No,
I'll look at Marb and be like, Marb, was that Rock as a hag, or is that a hag as Rock?
Okay, that's fair. Marv can't respond as yet, so we'll go. Grant is. We'll just kind of quick play this.
But you didn't
if
answer.
you guys
You
are-
never answered Rock's question though.
Oh, that's true. Rock.
yeah, he didn't answer my question, so I am now convinced that he's so I throw firebolt.
All right, give me a attack roll. He has resistance to the damage, so whatever you do.
17 plus 7.
That hits. So
That hits.
2d10.
2d10.
Jesus Christ.
Sorry, Cal, but you're evil. That does 14 plus 7.
7 points of damage, Cal. He's like, you didn't answer my question.
Who's your frog grand? Bam.
Yeah, exactly. Marb's like,
And
whoa.
then-
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. Never mind. Go.
Go ahead. No, you're still. It's your turn technically.
And then I'll just yell and be like, guys, there's something going on with Calysaur. I need help.
Okay. You guys hear that? Marb is. What is Marb doing, Davis?
Wait, does my firebolt burn his beard off?
No, he needs to sneeze.
He needs to sneeze. Okay.
It's a magic. It's
Typically,
magical feathers.
Sneeze.
Marb might be confused by this. I don't know. Like,
That's fine.
sure.
You can always roll to just kind of determine what he does.
Yeah. We'll just play like he'd be like, what? Oh yeah, maybe. Is that rock? I don't know. I was shooting at something else, and then he'll just like back off and be like, I don't know. Calysaur, answer his
Draws
question. And
about-
I'll be like, just answer the question, man.
Okay. Then it would go to Grant. Grant, you hear.
It would go to me.
Uh,
After Marb, it's me.
oh, right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So yeah, roll your D100.
Heal 5 points.
Yeah, Neil 5 points.
Oh yeah, heal 5 points. Roll your D100. Yada yada. 43. What is 43? 43.
Oh, for the next minute you can
For the
teleport
next
20
minute,
feet.
you can teleport as a bonus action. Yeah, you sense that you can do this, so
That I can teleport.
yeah, for 20 feet.
Yeah, I can do it too. If I see you do it, I'll
So
be like, hey, check this out.
I'm gonna bamf down to all of them and be like, guys, there's a hag up there pretending to be Rock.
Ooh. Where'd you come from?
Actually, can I immediately bamf back up when he does that and says that?
I mean, on your turn, yeah, because we're still keeping the turn order because of all this nonsense. So yeah, all right. You guys hear that there's a hag pretending to be Rock. Grant.
I charge up the stairs.
You can, I'll just say for the sake of it, you can climb and get all the way up there and you see Rock. And then Marb still has his bow kind of drawn, a little confused. Do as you wish.
Scream, what the hell is going on?
Okay.
Yes.
Are you smacking or are you just waiting?
Just waiting for a sec.
That's fine.
I heard there's a hag pretending to be Rock from Calysaur.
Mhm.
Then yeah, I get bonus action. I'll bring the hammer up the stairs and I'll get ready to attack, I guess.
Okay. It'll come most of the way up because of the way that it travels. Like it's up, but it can't necessarily get all the way to Rock. Like it's with you. Because it's only 20 feet. Tommen continues to run out, kind of like hiccuping, vomiting, gagging. Davis, you heard what you heard, so go.
Can I bamf behind him?
Okay.
And then I'll do the same sort of thing. I'll ask. I was like, if this is Rock, what's your drinking name? And then I'll hold
Okay.
action if he
Yep.
answers it wrong, not doesn't answer it. If he answers it wrong, then I'll hit.
Oh, your mirror image just come with you.
Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, Al.
These are my friends.
I'm somewhat converse with Cal and be like, everything's weird, dude. Why do you have a beard?
Why
Where
are
did
you
the
red?
Davises go? Why does it smell
Where
terrible in
did
this
the
room?
Davises go?
And if I fit up the ladder, I'm gonna climb up the ladder, at least poke my head out and say, "The hell's going on?"
Can he see
So
up the ladder without climbing it?
I mean, he's only one size category larger, right? He's a large creature, so he can still, like, just like putting 1 or 2 feet up, you can kind of get up and then you can see over it. And you just basically see the Davises and Grant and the spiritual weapon kind of surrounding Rock. And Marb's got his arrow drawn. And because you have a high enough passive perception, you see Tommen like running out the front door, essentially like gagging.
That's normal.
All right, Rock.
Okay, so I see 3 Davises.
Asking you. Actually,
I
no,
see
not only
giant-
asking you, I'm shouting at you because I have to.
Yeah, he has to shout.
Do all 3 of them shout at me?
Yes.
Yes.
It mimics his movements, or yeah. So.
I mean, you only hear
Okay,
noise coming.
so
You hear noise
Seems
coming
to
from
have
only
going.
me, but
So I see 3 Davises. I see a giant owl.
Yeah.
I will immediately yell out, "Iron Shell!" But what is going on? Calisaur attacked me with a lightning bolt. I have no clue who's who, and I'm going to flee to Marb.
Yeah, I will not
Okay.
take my opportunity attack, obviously.
He flees to
You're gonna flee to Marb and be like, I think I saw Calisaur disappear, and he came back with a beard, and he shot a lightning bolt at me, and I do not know what's going on. And
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
Marv will
gonna
drop his
just
bow,
throw out a
or
web
drop
to try and
his-
like make everybody stay where they are, and be like, everyone stay where you are until we know who's who.
It's me.
So-
Chill.
So Davis is floating in the air,
Yes,
so your
I'm-
web won't hit him. But
Actually, all three of us are floating in the air.
Ridiculous. I'll still
Only
cast
one that
it because
gets
I'm
wet is
panicking
me.
at this point.
you kind of like just throw the web out and it starts like covering the sides. It gets on the lap. It kind of like covers up Al. So you get Al, you get Cal, and it kind of reaches over. You get Grant. So all of them can give me dexterity saving throws.
And just one
I'm-
thing I just want to know for everybody: when I cast web, you see me cast web the way you've seen me cast web with the little swimming turtles and the algae, and it's more like a ocean themed web than like.
A
So
riptide.
you've seen this before.
Yeah. So yeah, Al, you save.
Actually, real quick, so is the place like at all on fire? Like, is there any licks of flame that need to be addressed?
I mean, sure,
Okay.
but
I mean,
Um,
I'm still.
like a
I'm not trying to
fire.
retcon anything. Like, I still would have done what I would have done, but now after this.
oh no, yeah, like for sure, there are some patches that are scorched and some that are singed and some that are maybe starting to kind of ignite. The powdered shell. Oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I'm not gonna wreck on it, but all that powdered shell, that just got blown everywhere, and that helped ignite, and just blew up even more as like all this powder was in the air. The wood, the shadow, the crank. You did a lot of damage, didn't you?
It was what 30 damage, I think.
Yeah. Nope. The shaft is still intact.
Oh wow.
If it would have been below, it would have cracked. If it was a 10 or less, it would have cracked. So, but yeah, no. So yeah, it's this insane image of giant owl floating three Davises that have to shout. Calisaur with a feathered
That
beard.
teleported over there.
Yeah. And Calisaur teleported too.
Yeah, Gals-
So-
with his feather beard.
With
The
Mhm.
web definitely hit me.
mhm.
But am I still able to teleport?
Yeah. You can
So I'll
teleport.
just teleport, even though I have web on me up to the top.
Yep. So that is a very hectic. Yeah.
D&D,
Al's gonna be
everybody.
doing nonstop hand gestures about what is this? What is?
So I think because it's 11:48, if y'all are good, we'll call it here.
Sure.
I can't laugh anymore. It hurts.
Yeah. I did have plans to kind of give a retcon kind of vision for Owl's ritual. I don't know if we necessarily want to do that if we're too tired and want to just do that next week. It's first up to Owl if you want to do it, and then secondly if the rest of the group want to stick around and listen.
If you think it'll be like 5 minutes or less, I'm up for it.
It depends on how much you interact. I don't know if it'll be 5 minutes.
Mm.
Like if I literally just talk to you, maybe it'll be 5 minutes, but you have options to interact through it. So we can do it next week then.
I think start the next session or something.
Okay. So yeah. Good session, guys. I guess because I always like giving you some sort of hint on what you were fighting. You guys were fighting heavily modified methods. I posted the artwork in the
Yeah, that's
in
dope.
Discord.
Three evil cultists, right? We took care of the evil cultists living in the building.
They as a group, I kind of did the whole horde mechanic on them. As a group, each one died if you did 25 points to the pack. So you had to go through a lot of hit points. I rolled to see how many summoned, and I happened to roll a 7, so a lot of them summoned. They had a 5 or a 6 to recharge their Chaos Bolt, which the group did. It was 3d8, and if it did doubles, it would chain. And when they died, they did an action surge. A magic surge, wild magic surge, and if you were within 5 feet of them, you got a Tide of Chaos. They were immune to poison, and they were resistant to force, necrotic, and radiant damage. So
Well, I'm just on a. All the damage I was doing to them was force damage. That's an oops.
Yeah, my hammer is forced.
I did your hammer. I did your hammer because I knew that, and I did like when they did the sucky. Oh well, it's my fault. Like it's fine. Like it actually probably was.
Yeah, I didn't say the damage at all either. I never think to do that. I'll be more careful with that in the future.
I literally just thought it was bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning. So that's fine. But yeah, so that was that, and yeah, so now Dorian and Usa are just dead. They are not like there's places where there's not even skin and muscle. They're just like partial skeletons.
Yeah.
Fucking
This is already buildings, not people.
Everywhere they go. So
We might be the worst group of good heroes ever.
Yeah.
So you know what we
This
could
year, we
do?
talk about how we have a witness.
I do real quick. If there's a recording still going,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
All right, Cal, you still owe me. Let's just call it 4 more wild magic surges. I do want to get this out of the way just so I don't forget them.
Yeah, good idea.
So go ahead and
I
roll
owe
me.
you 4 more.
Yeah, D100s.
Because it's basically got 4
Why?
more turns. Because at the start of each of your turns, that's essentially every 6 seconds for a minute. It happens, and I think you have about 4 more left. So 71,
Resistance.
74. Okay. So you resist.
Another poison.
All right, go ahead and roll me a d6 this time. Tomlin's not within range.
Me.
Creatures have disadvantage on saving throws. Blah blah blah. That's nothing.
Okay.
And then for
Okay.
and then you can teleport again as for up to 20 feet as a bonus action.
Okay.
So who rolls the d6?
And also, you should be able to get a whole bunch of health points back.
I'll roll a d6. So d6.
I mean, you should
5.
heal. You should heal 50 basically, is because it's 5 for every round for the next 10
All right, so Marb becomes poisoned. Go ahead and roll me a d4, Calsor, for 3 hours. All right, Marb is poisoned for 3 hours. Tommen is poisoned for 2 hours.
And I am immune to getting drunk for 22 days. But
How
I
much
have
money
no
could
idea.
we make on Ogre Busters?
I mean, I don't even know it
Oh
though.
my god! New plan. Back to town. Let's get rich.
Can your clones drink with you? I think that's a show.
I don't think they're gonna last that long.
Okay, guys. So again, I knew this fight was going to be a little bit of a slog. I didn't realize how much, but hey, mechanics. I hope y'all had fun. I hope it was goofy and wild and wild magic. Haha.
Mm-hmm.
uh,
That was ridiculous.
That ending though.
Yeah, casting fireball on myself was yikes.
Yeah, and then also the fact that I like the roleplay. Smart Calasor, bravo, really good.
Yeah.
Jesse, really good tracking.
I
And
also
then
figured since I had 2 turns basically taken away from me, I might as well do something.
not my fault.
Yeah, no, it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Funny.
So yeah. So Cal, you have a beard, and literally until you sneeze,
Yep.
It's there.
it's there. So we have to remember that. So yeah, guys, thank you again for the session. I hope y'all had fun. Davis, thank you for recording it. I'm sure Marb is gonna laugh. I know he's gonna laugh.